You are listening to Yankton High School basketball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. Yankton High School basketball is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Cop Building Innovations, At the Bar, Midwest Insurance, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, Kaiser Heating and Cooling, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Explorers Credit Union, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, the Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Wilson Trailer, Vantage Financial, Avera, Farmers Union Insurance, Checkers, JJ Benji's, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta, Mount Marty University, Olson Pest Technicians, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, H&H Roofing, Sherco, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, the Friends of John Marquardt, Cockling Distributing, Elwood Family Dental Care, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mayor Signs, Moody Motors, Boston Shoes to Boots, Yankton Thrive, Gary's Towing, Floortech, Parker Hannafin, Core Trust, Glow Aesthetics and Med Spa, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT&RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the arena for Yankton High School basketball on KYNT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Summit Activities Center at Yankton High School in Yankton, South Dakota. It's been a chilly day, but not as chilly as it was last week. We got some Yankton High School basketball for you on the docket today. The Bucks and Gazelles will host the O'Gorman Knights in a boys and girls basketball doubleheader this evening. Our final sub-varsity game that's happening in the main gym is underway right now. Just started the third quarter of play. The O'Gorman boys now lead 40-11 over Yankton in the sophomore game as our final sub-varsity matchup today. Gazelles are scheduled to tip off at 6 p.m. The Bucks to follow here on KYNT and KYN-TV. I am Brayden Butler, and we are live tonight from the broadcast booth, courtesy of the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either Hotel Direct. That is the Fairfield by Marriott or the Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. It should be an interesting matchup tonight. On the girls' side, the Knights come in as the #2 team in the class with an 8-1 record. Their only loss is to the top team in the state in Brandon Valley. On the boys' side, O'Gorman comes in 5-4 up and down season so far. So should be in for a couple of fun matchups tonight between Yankton and O'Gorman. When we come back, we'll start your matchup breakdowns. We'll kind of flip-flop back and forth here for our doubleheader. Talk about the Bucks and the Gazelles as we get ready for tonight's doubleheader. But when we come back, your matchup breakdown for the Gazelles game against the O'Gorman Knights. That's back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV as part of your Hy-Vee pregame show.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
In the heart of South Dakota, there's a name families trust, John Kopp of Kopp Building Innovations in Utica. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a new shop, or tackling that long overdue remodel, the Kopp crew delivers quality craftsmanship with a local touch. KBI is an authorized WIC builder, a Midwest company that understands your building needs. Built right, built local, built to last. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
At the Bar is the bar for sports fans. With coverage of NFL, college football favorites, Yankton High School action, and NHL hockey too. Open 7 days a week. Bring in your crew, grab a table, and take in all the action surrounded by fans who love the game as much as you do. The energy's better, the company's great, and the beverages are cold, just the way game day should be. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat, brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts, plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Happy hour all day on Mondays, trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land. The Boathouse is also your go-to place to watch all sports. Head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. It's time for your matchup breakdown for the Yankton Gazelles in their game against the O'Gorman Knights. And O'Gorman, like I said earlier, top team in the class right now, ranked second in Class AA, 8-1 overall. That was the opening game of the season, and their loss was to the number 1 ranked undefeated Brandon Valley. Since then, 8 straight wins, 4-1 at home, 4-0 on the road for O'Gorman. As for the Gazelles, 2-6 on the year, 2-1 at home, 0-5 when they have to leave Yankton, 16th currently in Class AA. If the season ended today, Yankton would travel to Brandon Valley for the Sodak 16. We'd get a preview of that matchup on Friday. Brandon Valley Lynx are coming to town for a doubleheader, but that is a couple days, and for the Gazelles, a couple games away still. You'll hear more about that later on in our pregame coach interview with head coach Blake Savvy. Last time out for both these teams, the Gazelles fell to Sioux Falls Jefferson last Tuesday, 62-32. It was a close game at the half, but outscored 35-11 were the Gazelles in the second half. Jefferson really was able to hit the pedal to the floor, so to speak, in that one. As for O'Gorman, their last game was a 63-20 win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Dominant performance for them. It was their 8th straight win after that opening loss to Brandon Valley, 63-54. Recent matchups between these two teams, O'Gorman is 5-0 against Yankton since 2022. Back in 2022, they played twice. It was a 50-25 win and a 68-33 win for O'Gorman. In 2023, it was 64-29. In 2024, 52-26. And last year, 80-23. O'Gorman has had Yankton's number over the last couple years. That's just kind of how the Knights have rolled the last couple years in Class AA girls basketball. A very, very dominant program, long-time head coach. They are well coached, they are well organized, and they are very, very good out on the floor. Should be a fun one tonight between Yankton and O'Gorman. We're going to go back to break, but before we go, thank you to a couple of our sportscaster partners, including America's Best Realty. If you're ready to stop renting and start owning, whether you're looking to upgrade or buy your first home, America's Best Realty is here to help you unlock the American dream. Call them today at 260-1600. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. When we come back, we're going to switch sides and talk about the boys matchup tonight between the Bucks and the Knights. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We just spoke about the Gazelles matchup breakdown a few moments ago. Now let's break down the Bucks matchup with the O'Gorman Knights here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. Yankton comes into today 1-8 overall, 1-5 at home, 0-3 on the road, 19th in Class AA. But this, honestly, at the end of the day, I understand that the wins and the losses are what matter at the end of the day. But if you watch the Yankton Bucks play this season, they don't play like a team that's 1-8. They've played a lot of tough teams very close. It's just, unfortunately, one or two bounces go the other way in some of these close games, and they currently sit with a 1-8 record. But there's still plenty of time to rectify that record and get into the SODAC 16. 19th right now with 11 games remaining. That includes today's game. This is the 10th game of the regular season for both of these teams today. As for the O'Gorman Knights, 5-4 on the year, 1-2 when they're at home, 4-2 when they're on the road. So road warriors for the Knights, currently ranked 9th in Class AA. Last time out for both of these teams, Yankton fell in an overtime thriller to Jefferson, 49-47 last Tuesday. Jackson Kudera had 20 points and 6 rebounds. Beck Reichen, 9 points, including the game-tying 3 as time expired in regulation. He also had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And Owen Eisner, 6 points, 9 boards, 2 steals for him. As for O'Gorman, a 58-44 loss to Roosevelt in their last game. Braylon Yellowbird led the way with 12 points and 7 rebounds. Mason Clark, who's the team's leading scorer on the season, finished with 10 points and 4 boards. In recent history, O'Gorman has won 3 of the last 4 matchups against Yankton. O'Gorman won 66-43 in 2025, 58-40 in 2024, and 50-45 in 2022. The 2023 matchup, which happened at O'Gorman High School, 55-52 back in 2023. And if you remember, that was a Rugby Riken game winner from half court, basically, in that one. So that was a fun day the last time Yankton got a win over O'Gorman. We'll see if they can have some more fun tonight against the Knights. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Before we go to break, thank you to a couple of our sportscaster partners, including Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. They're at 808 West 23rd Street. And Explorers Credit Union, serving Northeast Nebraska and Southeast South Dakota. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. We're coming back in 3 minutes, and we're going to take a look at the standings in Class AA here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Back in 3 minutes for your Hy-Vee pregame show.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family-owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, KYNTV. It's your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. It's time to look at your Class AA standings. Brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. And we're actually going to go over the boys and the girls standings in Class AA. We'll start with the girls' end of things. We'll actually start with the prep media polls. Brandon Valley, #1 team in the state. All 26 first-place votes went to them. O'Gorman second. Sioux Falls, Washington third. Aberdeen Central fourth, with Rapid City Stevens rounding out the top 5. T-Area, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls Jefferson all receiving votes this week in the media polls. Overall in the seed point standings, it's Brandon Valley at #1, followed by Aberdeen Central 2. Sioux Falls, Washington third, with O'Gorman and Rapid City Stevens rounding out the top 5. Actually, O'Gorman, when I checked this morning, was second in the standings, so that has since changed. They are down to 4th. 6th place is Sioux Falls Jefferson. 7th place Mitchell. 8th place is T-Area. If the season ended today, those would be the 8 teams hosting in the Sodak 16. Spearfish is currently in 9th. Huron 10th. Harrisburg and Rapid City Central tied for 11th with Pierre 13th. Sioux Falls Roosevelt 14th. Sturgis Brown 15th. Yankton in 16th, the last team that would be in the Sodak 16 as of right now. Brookings in 17th, Watertown 18th, Douglas 19th, and Sioux Falls Lincoln 20th, rounding out the Class AA standings for girls basketball. As for boys basketball, starting with the prep media polls, the undefeated Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, all 26 first-place votes for them. Sioux Falls Roosevelt comes in 2nd, Spearfish 3rd, Harrisburg 4th, with Watertown in 5th. Huron and T-Area both receiving votes. For the seed point standings, it's actually Sioux Falls Roosevelt who has the top spot with 44.9 seed points, followed by Sioux Falls Lincoln. Spearfish in 3rd with Watertown and T-Area rounding out the top 5. Harrisburg, Mitchell, Huron, that's 6, 7, and 8. Those would be the 8 teams hosting the Sodak 16 if it were to take place today. O'Gorman comes in 9th, Brandon Valley 10th, Sioux Falls Jefferson in 11th, with Rapid City Stevens 12th, Sturgis Brown 13th, Pierre 14th, Sioux Falls, Washington, and Brookings round out the top 16 teams. Rapid City Central, Aberdeen Central, Douglas, and Yankton round out 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And this has also been adjusted since I checked this morning. Yankton currently ranked 20th in Class AA with 36 seed points. That is your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. Thank you to a couple of our sportscaster partners for helping make this broadcast possible, including One Office Solution, the one source for all of your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. They're located on Broadway next to Pizza Ranch in Yankton. And Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. Also, thank you to Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. We need to be sure, make it Sherco. When we come back, we're going to hear from head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles, your pregame coach interview, courtesy of 1919 Root Beer. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on KYNT and KYN-TV. As with the upcoming conclusion of the final sub-varsity game, we're going to switch our focus solely to Gazelles basketball when we come back, starting with head coach Blake Savvy. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
When is the last time you ordered company clothing for your employees? Are they wearing faded clothing or stuff with old logos? JJ Benji's will make you look good in 2026. Whatever you want, polos, t-shirts, quarter zips, hoodies, embroidered or screen printed. Not sure what to get? JJ Benji's team can help you with some great ideas. Say thank you to your employees and make a great impression on your customers with company clothing from JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in Yankton.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Coach Savvy, ends up being a tough loss in this one. It really was a tale of two halves for you guys today. It was close in that first half, and then a 24-8 third quarter kind of blew the doors open for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Just what are your initial thoughts coming off the sideline after a tough loss?
You know, I thought in the first half we did a good job pressuring and creating some things for us defensively as far as turning them over a little bit and letting that lead to
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYN TV. My apologies to our board operator back in the studio. I miscommunicated that. That was the post-game interview from the Jefferson game last Tuesday. I do apologize for that. We actually, I have the pregame interview here. Just behind the scenes stuff for people listening at home. It was a mistake on my end. We'll get through it and keep things rolling. But back on the IV pregame show, it is time for your pregame coach interview with head coach Blake Savvy. It's courtesy of 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at area restaurants. You might be able to hear in the background right now, too. The Yankton Pep Band is loud and away. They're doing a great job, as always. But your head coach interview with Blake Savvy up now here on KYNT, KYN TV.
Brayden Butler here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. It's time for your pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer. We got head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles ahead of a matchup with a very tough O'Gorman Knights team tonight, coach. Only one loss all year for O'Gorman, but what do you guys, first of all, how are you feeling heading into this one?
Good. This is a big week for us. 3 games in a week. Start off with one of the best teams in the state, and then you end with one of the best teams in the state. And so we've got to do a really good job just focusing on ourselves, do what we need to do every single possession, and find our victories possession by possession, not focus on, a scoreboard or the fourth quarter before it even starts.
Yeah, you book in this week with, like you said, the 2 top teams in the class right now. O'Gorman's second, Brandon Valley's first, and it's not exactly a slouch in Huron on Thursday either. So how have you guys been mentally preparing for this week? Obviously that Huron game originally scheduled to take place in December.
Yeah, we start with this game, and what we've talked about with this one is we have 3 victories that we're looking for continuously the whole night, and that is break the press, 1, and then 2, find a great shot in the half court, and then 3, play great team defense. And those are possession by possession things that we have control over every single time, and we have to understand that once one possession is gone, whether it was successful or not, it's gone. And so we've got to do it over and over again. And again, those 3 things all night are going to be big keys for us.
Last week against Sioux Falls Jefferson, did get a couple players a little bit of foul trouble. Does that change your mentality at all, or are you still full court press like you want to do?
No, I think we have to be just take a lot of pride on the defensive end, play physical. That's part of our size is we've got to play quick, play physical. As far as the full court press, I think that's something that you've got to look at night to night. We want to you got to try and keep teams off balance a little bit. And a team like O'Gorman, they like to run in the full court. And so sometimes if you end up in the full court, you play into their hand. And so that's just something you've got to change up a little bit throughout the game and use strategically, but something that we still want to be a part of our identity.
We mentioned it a couple of times in the first couple of questions, but just to reiterate, what are a couple keys tonight for you to get a win?
Yeah, 3 of them. Break the press, and then be composed when we do that. When we get it into the half court, use each other, find great shots, and that happens when we have good ball movement and we get paint touches, and then great team defense, which means we're communicating and we're in great position all night.
Coach, thanks for taking time to talk, and we'll speak again in the postgame.
Thank you. Go Gazelles.
That was head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles in your pregame coach interview, courtesy of 1919 Root Beer here on KYNT, KYN TV. We're going to go to break, come back in 3 minutes, have your keys to the game when we return. This is Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball here on KYNT, KYN TV. We're back in 3 minutes.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes, or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Larry's is having a duct cleaning sale. Right now, have your ducts cleaned by Larry's Heating and Cooling and get 20% off. This is the time of year we spend a lot of time indoors, and it's a great time to clean out all that dust, allergens, and whatever else is in your vents. And for a limited time, get 20% off. Call Larry's now and schedule your duct cleaning and breathe easy this winter. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 7 minutes on the clock, so it looks like we're going to get rolling a couple minutes early here tonight from the Summit Activities Center. So let's rapid fire through the rest of our pregame here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Thanks to a couple of sportscaster partners as we get rolling again, including Stockman's Motorsports. They got a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is your local Polaris dealer. The Fox Stop. For your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. They serve breakfast and lunch daily, including personal-sized Godfather's pizzas at 1316 West 30th Street in Yankton. And Rogers Family Pharmacy. A tradition of trust at Rogers Family Pharmacy. They're located at the corner of 4th and Cedar under the big blue sign. Let's get things rolling with your stats and focus from Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. They're at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, or over the phone at 665-2020. For the Yankton Gazelles in this one, 43 points per game as a team, allowing 52.8 points to their opponents. It's a minus 9.8 scoring differential. Eden Wolf-Graham leads the team in scoring with 13.9 points. She also averages 4.1 boards and 1.3 assists per game. Jordan Kudera, second on the team in scoring now. 8.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 1 assist. As for the O'Gorman Knights, 66.8 points per game scored, 38.9 points per game allowed, as an average of plus 27.9 in their scoring differential, and their season started with a 9-point loss to Brandon Valley. They have been dominant since that opening loss. So that's something to keep an eye on this evening. Keys to the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Visit igotvision.com. For the Yankton Gazelles, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball. This is one of the most dangerous teams in the entire state. You can't give up free, easy buckets in transition on turnovers. Key number 2 is deliberate on offense. You're not just cutting for the sake of cutting. You're not just passing the ball just for the sake of passing the ball. Everything has a reason, has a purpose. Everything is fluid and everything is snug on the offensive end. You got to be deliberate, and you got to force mistakes on the other end. Jumping passing lanes, hounding off players either on ball or off ball on defense. Whatever you got to do to disrupt the rhythm of a very, very dangerous O'Gorman Knights team. Those are your keys today, courtesy of Vision Real Estate. Once again, where their focus is always on you. Your key player of the game today for the Yankton Gazelles is going to be the point guard, Eden Wolf-Graham. The junior is the leading scorer on the team. She's very comfortable with the ball in her hands. She has excellent vision as well. 13.9 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 1.3 assists for Eden Wolf-Graham. Did get into a little bit of foul trouble last week against Sioux Falls Jefferson. Hoping to keep her a little cleaner this week against O'Gorman. We're going to go to break, come back in 3 minutes. We'll talk about your starters and have your national anthem here on KYNC, KYN-TV. We're back in 3 minutes from the Summit Activity Center.
I am John Markwood, and I'm running for District 18 State Representative. I'm currently chair of the Yankton County Commission. I was born and raised in rural South Dakota and have an ag business background. I am a conservative that fights to keep taxes low, supports law enforcement, and I'll look out for the best interests of District 18.
Vote for John Marquardt for District 18 State Representative in the Republican primary, paid for by friends of John Marquardt.
Yankton fans, every drive, every rebound, and every fast break lights up the gym, and Sparkling Ice is here to keep that game day spirit buzzing. With bold fruit flavors, zero sugar, and a cool burst of refreshment, it's the perfect companion whether you're in the stands or celebrating a big win on the way home. Fuel the roar of the crowd and the rhythm of the court with Sparkling Ice. Grab yours today and cheer on the Bucks and Gazelles all season long. Sparkling Ice, flavor that plays hard.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe patients should understand their treatment, not just receive it. That's why they show you x-rays and photos, explain the why, and keep you informed every step of the way. They treat patients of all ages and especially love caring for kids. Most pediatric treatments are done right in the office, trying to limit trips out of town. So come see Elwood Family Dental Care today, located at 19th and Broadway, where they take care of the entire family.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote, because life happens, and we're ready for it.
Moving is hard work. This is Deb Speck from Vision Real Estate, and I'd like to show you how I can make moving a little easier. From advice on staging your home, providing moving boxes, and the use of our enclosed courtesy trailer, to the behind-the-scenes social media marketing and attention to detail, you can rest easy knowing that you have an experienced professional working for you. Call me, Deb Speck, at 605-664-5555.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN-TV, your national anthem coming up shortly. We'll have that live for you today on KYNT and KYN-TV. It looks like, I believe the Yankton High School Pep Band will be performing this evening for your national anthem. But before we get to that anthem, your officials of the game today, brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the court. And your projected starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers. This is your projected lineups. We'll go over through the official starters as they are announced here inside the Summit Activity Center. But projected lineups tonight for the Yankton Gazelles. At a guard, Jocelyn Elwood. It'll be Jocelyn Elwood, Eden Wolfgram, Nora Kraske, Jordan Cooter, and September Rouse starting for Yankton. For O'Gorman, London Backus, Ruby Moore, Sydney Terveen, Sadie Merman, and Ellie Meyer are the projected starting lineups for both these teams. We'll go a little more in-depth on the starters as they are officially announced. Those starters, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. But as the clock is winding down here inside the Summit Activity Center, we could turn it over to, I believe, the Yankton High School Pep Band for the playing of your national anthem tonight on KYNT and KYN-TV. That was your national anthem here on KYNT and KYN-TV as performed by the Yankton High School Pep Band. I believe a couple of members of that Pep Band work for us at KYNT, so a little extra love to the Pep Band tonight. Another great performance for them, bringing the energy for this hometown Yankton crowd. Starting lineups are going to be officially announced here in a moment. We'll go over them as they are announced. Announcing the Gazelle basketball cheerleaders to start things off here. When we go live for your first quarter of action, it will be brought to you in part by the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. The O'Gorman Knights, here's their starting lineup this evening. Oh, another change. This is why I say projected starting lineups. A change in it. The 5'11 guard, the sophomore, number 11, Hayden Weber gets the start. Also getting the start at a guard, the 5'8 junior, number 24, Ruby Moore. At a guard, the 5'11 senior, number 30, Sydney Terveen. At a guard, the 5'10 senior, number 31, Sadie Merman. And at a forward, the 6-foot sophomore, number 33, Ellie Meyer. So the only change from the projected starters was London Backus is not starting. Hayden Weber is starting. As for the Yankton Gazelles, I see them lined up down there on the bench. The projected lineups are correct this evening for them. At a guard, the 5'6 junior, number 5, Jocelyn Elwood gets a start. At another guard, the 5'5 junior, our key player of the game in the pregame show, Eden Wolfgram, wears the number 10. At a guard, the 5'6 senior, number 11, Nora Kraske. At a guard, the 5'7 freshman, number 13, Jordan Kudera, was implemented into the starting lineup recently. She continues to shine in the starting five. And rounding out your starting five for the Gazelles, a 5'7 sophomore guard, number 21, September Rao. It's your starting lineup for both these teams here on KYNT and KYN-TV, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Your tip-off coming up shortly is going to be brought to you by The Boathouse. The Boathouse in Yankton offers axe throwing, mini bowling, darts, pool, and more, plus awesome food and drinks, and of course, many TVs to watch all sports. Special shout out to our official KYN-TV watch party location of Ben's Brewing. Ben's Brew Station is the official watch party for KYN-TV with 16 TVs and all the refreshments you need. If it's on KYN-TV, it's on at Ben's. Looking at the jersey matchup tonight, white jerseys with red numbers and letters, red trim for the Yankton Gazelles. Blue jerseys, white numbers and letters with some yellow trim for the O'Gorman Knights. O'Gorman will move right to left as you see it and hear it here on KYNT and KYN-TV to start things off. Yankton will go left to right. September Rao to jump for the Gazelles. Ellie Meyer to jump for the Knights. Game ball enters the center circle. Referee blows his whistle. Fans getting fired up in the stands. Jump ball is up. We are underway. O'Gorman will control the tip, moving right to left. Here on the ball now is Ruby Moore. She kicks it to the right wing. Back out top. Meyer now goes to Weber. Down low, shot up and good. That is Sydney Terveen. Her first points of the night belong to her and the O'Gorman Knights. Yankton trying to get out of their own end off the inbound. Great full court pressure being put on by O'Gorman. Wolfgram's got to go long court pass. No, 10 seconds. They couldn't get the ball over half court in 10 seconds. That's a turnover on the Gazelles. It'll be O'Gorman possession. 2-0, the Knights lead. That first bucket belonged to Sydney Terveen. Inbound here goes to Ruby Moore to start the offense. Moore goes right wing to Terveen. Terveen, top of the key. Merman now down low. Moore spins into the paint. No good. Ball batted away and out of play. Last touch O'Gorman. So Yankton will try to beat this full court pressure. First possession of the game ended in a 10-second violation for the Gazelles. We'll see if they can get across half court here. Splitting the defense as Jordan Kudera gets the ball out to September Rao. Now pushing the tempo. Rao goes in the short corner on the left side. Now go to the right wing. Back to the right corner. It's Rao for three. Side iron, no good. Rebound by Weber. She's quick in transition. Just over 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. O'Gorman leads 2-0. Pass goes out left wing, starting the offense here for the Knights. Now a three ball up and good for Sydney Terveen. 5 points in this one, all belonging to Terveen. O'Gorman leads Yankton 5-0. Full court press is broken again. Here's Kudera spinning at the left block. Her pass stolen away by Merman. Merman going coast to coast with the left hand, gets the finish. Fights through some contact, but no foul. Sadie Merman puts O'Gorman up 7-0. Trying to beat this full court press again. Yankton, ball back and forth, have 5 seconds to beat it. Pass thrown away, taken away. Terveen off the window and in. A quick run here for O'Gorman. They lead 9-0, and a timeout's going to be taken. We'll take it with them from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Just 30 seconds, and we're back here on KYNT, KYN-TV. O'Gorman leads 9-0. Back in 30 seconds.
Right now, Moody Motors has 4 2024 Ford Edges on the lot, SEL and titanium packages. Also just in is a 2022 Ford Expedition with only 38,000 miles on it, and a 2021 Chevy Traverse all-wheel drive. On our new F-150s, we have 0.9% financing or $6,000 in rebates off. New or used, you will save money on your next vehicle purchase right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
You're in the mood for Moody.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Eden Wolfgram beats the press, kicks it out to Nora Kraske on the left wing. Now into the left corner, Jocelyn Elwood coming out of that timeout from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Kudera, little off center, straightaway three, no good. Rebound, not possessed by O'Gorman. Last touch was by Ellie Myers. It goes out of play. First quarter of action once again brought to you by the UPS store and First Dakota National Bank. Ball gets swung out to the left corner to start things off the inbound. Full shot clock for the Gazelles. We got 30 seconds now on it, just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Yankton trails O'Gorman 9-0. Here's Wolfgram on the left wing, double teamed. O'Gorman is operating in a zone, shifting back and forth, trying to beat that zone. Pass knocked away, scramble drill for it. Kraske gets it back, goes top of the key, Jocelyn Elwood. Still 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now left corner, three ball, September Rao, too much on that one. Rebound, no, not secured by Nora Kraske, but knocked out of play by O'Gorman. Last touch on that one belonged to Ruby Moore. So Yankton will inbound again with a fresh shot clock. Second time in this possession that a rebound opportunity for O'Gorman has gone out of bounds off the Knights. Here at the top of the key is Eden Wolfgram starting the offense. Goes left wing, Nora Kraske. She's double teamed. Bounce pass into the corner. Elwood starts to drive baseline. Kicks it to the opposite corner. Wolfgram open for three. Can't hit it. Offensive rebound, Jordan Kudera. Actually, September Rao gets it. Shot up, no good. Rebound by O'Gorman. That's Merman on the rebound. 9-0. O'Gorman leads here over Yankton. Cross-court pass, left wing three for Weber. Up, rolls around, no good. Rebound underneath by Terveen. Tries to kick it out to Ruby Moore, but stolen away by Nora Kraske. Here's September Rao in transition, goes left wing. Wolfgram thought about the three, takes a couple steps inside, mid-range two, no good, gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to the right wing. Here's Jocelyn Elwood, swings to the left wing. September Rao for three. This one finds the bottom of the net. Yankton's on the board, 9-3, thanks to that tray ball from September Rao. 6-point deficit now for the Gazelles, just over 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Here at the top of the key is Sydney Terveen. Bounce pass right wing, Ruby Moore. She's going to dribble back out near the half-court line to start the offense. Under 4.5 to play now in the first. Here, spinning on the left hand. Goes behind the back, step back to the left elbow. Now kicks it out right wing. Three, Terveen, side iron, no good. Heavy contact down low. September Rao throws it off of Weber, and it goes out of play. Heads-up play from September Rao to secure possession for Yankton. Couple substitutions for both teams. London Backus comes in for O'Gorman, and Kelson Wells steps in for Yankton. Inbound here for the Gazelles goes to Eden Wolfgram. We're nearing the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. Pass almost stolen away. Kudera gets it, kicks it out left wing. Rao trying to go back-to-back. Can't do it. Rebound by Kelson Wells. Keeps it in possession for the Gazelles. Wells steps into the paint, puts up the left-handed scoop shot. No, called for a travel before she could get the shot up. Turnover there for the Gazelles right at the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. 9-3 your score. O'Gorman leads. A quick 9-0 run in the first minute and a half, but only 3 points since, and they belong to September Rao. Shot up and good. London Backus immediately changes that off the bench. Makes it 11-3. Here's Jordan Kudera trying to split the defense. She's double teamed, spins back, goes to Eden Wolfgram. Still got to get across the half-court line. Only 3 seconds to do it. Loose ball. Terveen steals it away. Goes to Backus. Nobody back. Backus up and good. A quick 4 points off the bench for London Backus. And now a 13-3 lead. O'Gorman up 10. Ball gets knocked out of play off the inbound. Substitution here for O'Gorman. Checking out of the game is Sadie Merriman. And checking into the game for O'Gorman is Lucy Kazara. Back to live action. Wolfgram trying to beat the press. She's picked up by Terveen. Outlet pass. Kelson Wells almost goes out of bounds, but finds the pass to the right corner. September Rao can't get it to fall. Rao's got the only 3 points of the day for Yankton so far. Gazelles trail 13-3. Ruby Moore, 3 Gazelles on her. Fights through the contact and gets the shot to fall. Make it 15-3. Ruby Moore with a chance at the 3-point play. It's Jocelyn Elwood, Brenna Elwood, Kelson Wells, September Rao, and Eden Wolfgram on the floor for Yankton. Moore completes the 3-point play at the line. 4 different Knights have already scored as they lead 16-3. Wolfgram trying to beat the pressure. Triple team near the half-court line. Gets to beat the press, goes to Jocelyn Elwood. Now left wing Wells, out top to Brenna Elwood. She'll dish it off to Eden Wolfgram to start the offense. Trying to work off a screen, doesn't use it, goes left wing to Brenna Elwood. Now top of the key to Jocelyn Elwood, right wing. Wolfgram, jump shot, fake, almost traveled there, was able to get the pass out of it. Rao steps through, can't get the shot to fall. A tough layup, doesn't fall. O'Gorman, quick in transition. Ruby Moore kicks left corner. Backus open for 3. Not enough on that one, but rebound for O'Gorman and a second chance opportunity for Ellie Meyer. 5 of the 7 O'Gorman players to take the floor so far have scored. They lead 18-3. Wolfgram goes to September Rao near the half-court line. Tries to bounce pass it back. Goes off the leg of Meyer. She goes in transition, puts it up, and good. Ellie Meyer, quick 4 points for her on back-to-back possessions. 20-3 your score. Yankton finds himself in a 17-point hole here in the first quarter with 2 minutes remaining. Kelson Wells on the right wing, thought about the 3, goes with the up fake, drives inside, shot from the block, no good. Rebound by Meyer. O'Gorman in transition again. It's a fast-paced game so far. Kick out right corner, Kazara for 3. Gets the back iron and rattles it home. 23-3, Yankton trails by 20. Timeout taken by head coach Blake Savvy, and we'll take it with them. 23-3 on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. This break in the action courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT. KYN-TV, Yankton trails 23-3.
At Boston Shoes to Boots, we know the importance of good shoes to keep you performing at your best. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent running to and from your kids' sports practices, or an exercise or comfort enthusiast, come get fitted in the perfect pair of athletic shoes from Brooks, Hoka, or New Balance. Exceptional quality and technology, the right shoe depends on you. So stop in and see us at Boston Shoes to Boots, located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street.
Looking for your next unforgettable vacation? Enter Yankton Thrive's Great Yankton Adventure Giveaway. You could win a free vacation packed with overnight stays, local dining, and even a guided fishing experience on the beautiful Missouri River, a total value of over $3,000. It's easy to enter and totally free. Head to our website, visit yanktonsd.com, and follow the giveaway link. Don't miss your chance to experience the best of Yankton. Explore more, adventure often, visit Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Substitution for O'Gorman out of the break. Paluala Coy checking in, the junior center. And O'Gorman steals it away, and the full court press working again for the Knights as Ruby Moore on the board again, makes it 25-3 out of that timeout. Long range pass intended for Nora Kraski, goes over her head, it's too far. On the floor for Yankton, Kelson Wells, Jordan Kudera, Nora Kraski, Brenna Elwood, and Eden Wolfgram. On the floor for O'Gorman, Ruby Moore, Hayden Weber, Paluala Coy out there, along with Lucy Koziara and Sadie Merriman. Pass down low. Merriman trying to spin from the left block. She's fouled. Was she in the act of shooting? And they're going to rule she was in the act of shooting. So Merriman's going to go to the line to shoot 2. They're going to get Kelson Wells on the foul. Her first. team's second foul. 25-3 your score. Merriman's first shot up and good. Make it 26-3. Sydney Terveen checking in for the night. She replaces Ruby Moore. Second shot up. No good for Merriman, but offensive rebound belongs to Weber. Weber trying to get it to Okoye. Goes behind her. Stolen away by Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram in transition, operating from the left wing. Face double team for a moment. The Knights fall into their zone. Ball works its way back to the top of the key. Nora Kraske now back to the right wing. It's Jordan Kudera. Kudera into the left corner. Wolfgram had a bit of space, but had to go up to get that pass. Dribbles inside the three-point line, back out to Kraske. She drives to the right elbow. Short corner pass goes to Kelson Wells, spinning at the right block. Out to Jordan Kudera for the right wing three. No good. Rebound belongs to O'Gorman. And Eden Wolfgram was trying to get that ball right back, but too much contact on Merriman. That's the first on Wolfgram, third team foul here in the first quarter. We are under the minute mark to go. Just over 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and O'Gorman has come out firing, 26-3 here in the first quarter of play. Terveen dribbles across the half-court line, goes out right wing. This is Kazara with it. Back out to Merriman, now to Weber. Weber on the left wing, wing-to-wing pass to Okoye. Back to Kozara. Terveen thought about the deep three as she got the ball. Dribbling with the left hand, goes to Merriman. Tells Terveen to clear out. Works off a screen from McCoy. Dribble handoff. Goes to Weber. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Under 20 seconds on the game clock here in the first quarter. Trying to go to work is Merriman. Pass down low. Weber up with it. Off the window and in. 28-3 your score. Lucy Weber on the board again. 2 seconds. Weber steals it away. Shot up at the buzzer. No good. But 28-3 at the end of the first quarter here on KYNC and KYN-TV. O'Gorman dominant out of the gates in the first game of our doubleheader. We're back in 1 minute with your second quarter of action. That first quarter of play, courtesy of the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. Back in 60 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated, Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary Mike or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
When disaster strikes, whether it's water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust, Floor Tech Cleaning and Restoration. With 24/7 emergency service, they respond fast to protect your home or business and then restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve southeast South Dakota and northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls. With disaster cleanup or carpet and duct cleaning too. If your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech. Visit floortechrestoration.com.
Yankton trails O'Gorman 28-3 after the first quarter of play here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Your second quarter of action will be brought to you by the Yankton Medical Clinic and FNBO. Pass goes wing to wing, too tall for Sabrina Kraske. That was Nora to Sabrina, and it just went out of play. O'Gorman to get the ball back here. Nora and Sabrina Kraske on the floor for Yankton, as I mentioned. September Rao, Jordan Kudera, and Eden Wolfgram round out the five to start the second quarter. Here's Meyer with it on the left wing for O'Gorman. Passes it to Terveen. Fades in the mid-range and gets it to fall. Leaning to her left. It's 30-3. Sydney Terveen on the board to start the second quarter. Long outlet pass goes to Nora Kraske, now top of the key, September Rao. She finds Jordan Kudera at the top of the key. Bounce pass, right wing, Eden Wolfgram. She's double teamed, splits the gap, kicks it out left wing. Kraske open for three, does get it to fall. Nora Kraske on the board. Only the second bucket of the night for the Yankton Gazelles. 30-6, your new score. Shot up, quick answer from Merriman and the O'Gorman Knights. Mention it. Kent Colesrud has been head coach for a long time at O'Gorman High School. This team is very disciplined. It's very indicative of a system that he's had in place. Here on the left wing is Eden Wolfgram. She's double teamed, triple teamed, gets it out right wing, Nora Kraske. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kraske at the free throw line, right wing, Rao. Kudera thought about the three, dribbles a step inside, puts up the two, no good. Rebound by O'Gorman. It was tipped by Terveen and secured by Moore. Pass goes left wing. Weber, quick fire on the three ball, back iron, no good. Rebound by Terveen. Gets it out to Ruby Moore. She'll fire from the right wing for three. Not enough on that one. And a long bounce off the front rim. Eden Wolfgram picks it up in stride, in transition, and gets it to go off the glass. Wolfgram on the board for the first time tonight. 32-8 your score. Yankton down 24 here in the second quarter. Just over 6 minutes to play here in the first half. And a left-hand scoop layup falls for Merriman. She's up to 7 points on the night. And the lead up to 34-8 for O'Gorman. Here on the right wing, Wolfgram thought about the three, goes top of the key, Kudera swings it around left wing. Extra pass to the corner. Sabrina Kraske almost lost the ball there, but gets it back to September Rao. Rao to Kudera. Kudera goes to Kraske on the left wing. That's Nora Kraske to Sabrina Kraske. Now Rao on the right wing. Tries to split the gap. Bounce pass back to Sabrina. Her shot blocked out of bounds. 6 seconds on the shot clock here for the Gazelles to operate in a trio of substitutions. We see Berkeley Olsen for the first time tonight, checking back into the game. Are Jocelyn Elwood and Kelson Wells. Nora and Sabrina Kraske and Eden Wolfgram will all take a seat. Trying to find anything off the inbound. Rao gets it to Elwood. Only 5 seconds to operate. Now 4. Elwood. Bounce pass. Kudera. 2 seconds. 1 second. Rao. Straightaway three from deep at the buzzer. No good. And it goes out of bounds off of the rim. Went over the backboard for O'Gorman possession. 34-8 on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. Just under 5.5 to play here in the first half. Ruby Moore will bring the ball up the floor for O'Gorman. Moore covered by Elwood. Goes right wing to Terveen. Terveen. Kozara. Meyer. Backus. Good ball movement here from O'Gorman, but as soon as I say that, a pass goes out of play. Last touch by the Knights, so inbound here in possession going to Yankton. Inbounding from right below me here in the Crow's Nest is Jocelyn Elwood. She goes to Jordan Kudera, quickly back to Elwood. Elwood to Rao. Still have to get that ball across half court. 3 seconds to do it. Rao beats the press, goes into the short corner on the left side. Berkeley Olsen kicks to the right wing. Kudera thought about the three, goes right corner. Three ball for Kelson Wells. That one falls. Wells extending her range a little bit for the three. And 3 of Yankton's 4 field goals so far have been from beyond the arc. Shot up, no good for Terveen. Rebounded by Kudera. 34-11 your score. That could change. In transition, Berkeley Olsen can't control the outlet pass. Was a little out in front of her. She was trying to control her momentum, and it goes out of play. 34-11 your score, a 23-point lead for O'Gorman. They led by 25 at the end of the first quarter. 34-11. Kozara goes to Backus. Now top of the key to Moore. Thought twice about that three to Terveen. Now right wing. Meyer, she'll let it go. No good. Rebound by Kudera. Kudera immediately double teamed. Goes to Elwood. Now to September Rao, trying to get around Ruby Moore. 3 seconds to get across the half-court line. Kudera now 1 second, just beats the time. Goes right corner, Kelson Wells. Just saw her hit a three. She drives baseline into the paint. Bounce pass out to the left wing. Olsen, top of the key. Rao's going to drive inside. Puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, O'Gorman. Tapped away by Meyer, but secured by Terveen. She goes to Backus. Now Meyer in transition. Free-flowing basketball for O'Gorman. 36-11 your score. Ball knocked away off the inbound. Here's Jordan Kudera, double teamed on the left wing. Bounce pass to the left elbow. Kudera now at top of the key. Excuse me, that was Elwood now at top of the key to Rao. Rao tried to get it back to Kudera, stolen away by Terveen in transition. Rao racing back to chase her down, but won't get there in time. Terveen, another bucket for O'Gorman, and now 38-11, a 27-point lead for O'Gorman. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. O'Gorman leads Yankton 38-11 here on KYNT, KYN TV. We're back in 30 seconds.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus, quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The O'Gorman Knights lead the Yankton Gazelles 38-11 in the second quarter of our opening game of our doubleheader. McCoy back on the floor for the Knights. She joins Backus. And Merman, is action down on the floor. Was trying to see who was all in the game, but we're back to live action. Berkeley Olsen in transition, can't get the shot to fall. Ruby Moore gets the rebound. A long outlet to Merman on the right wing. Picked up by a pair of Gazelles. Merman, cross-court pass. Kazara on the left wing. Dribbles inside. Has it knocked away for a moment, but gets her dribble back. Goes right wing. Ruby Moore for three. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Kelson Wells. Whistle's going to blow on a foul called against Merman, they're going to say. So it'll be Yankton possession here as Nora Kraske goes to check back into the game. She replaces Berkeley Olsen. And Brenna Elwood looking to check in as well. She'll replace Jordan Kudera. So it's Kraske, Elwood, Wolfgram, Wells, and Wolfgram on the floor. And Elwoods. Two Elwoods, Jocelyn and Brenna, Eden Wolfgram, Kelson Wells, and Nora Kraske. Long outlet pass. Here's Elwood driving inside. Kicks it out left wing. Kraske, top of the key. Here's Eden Wolfgram. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Still time to operate, but a pass. Miscommunication there. Stolen away by Okoye. In transition. Here's Merman. Up with it with the left hand. Gets it to fall. Makes it 40-11. Merman up to 9 points in this one. Wolfgram trying to beat the press. Goes left wing, or left side. Now a long outlet pass. Finds Kelson Wells in the left wing. She's made 1-3 already. There's another one for Kelson Wells. It's a part of Kelson Wells' game we haven't really seen much this year, but makes it 40-14. Cutting the lead to 26 here in the second quarter. Here's Kazar on the left wing. Goes wing-to-wing pass to Merman. Merman drives inside with the left hand, fights through contact, and gets the finish. 42-14. Another bucket for Merman. She's into double figures with 11. Outlet pass goes to Kelson Wells. Bounce pass back to Wolfgram. Wolfgram working from the top of the arc. Goes left wing. Now back to the right wing. It's Kelson Wells. Bounce pass down low. Elwood double team down low. Back out to Brenna Elwood. Left wing. Eden Wolfgram for three. That one tickles the twine for Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram up to 5. 42-17 your score. 25-point lead for O'Gorman. Pass knocked away by Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram has it poked by Backus and it goes out of bounds. It will maintain possession for Yankton. Hayden Weber checking in. She replaces Ruby Moore. It's Weber, Okoye, Backus, Merman, and Kazara on the floor for O'Gorman. Here's Wolfgram off the inbound from Jocelyn Elwood. They're joined by Brenna Elwood, Kelson Wells, and Nora Kraske. Wolfgram goes right wing to Kraske. Back left wing pass, tipped away. Kraske chases it down, and it was tipped by O'Gorman, so she can go back over the half-court line to secure it. We're under a minute to go here in the second quarter in a 25-point game. Here on the left wing is Eden Wolfgram, picked up by Backus. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wolfgram will just let it fly from deep and gets it to fall. 42-20 your score. Eden Wolfgram, 8 points all in this second quarter. Now under the 40-second mark here in the second quarter. Here's Backus on the right wing, kicks it to the left wing. Kazara, back wing-to-wing pass. Merman tries to go inside, back out to Kazara. Works off of a screen from McCoy. Doesn't take the roll. Goes right corner. Three ball up for Backus. No good. Rebounded by Weber. And Weber trying to find an option. Almost picked up that pivot foot. Goes out to Merman. Shot clock is off. 11 seconds. Now 10 here in the first half. Merman drives inside. Double team. Puts up the left hand shot. No good. Rebound not secured by Yankton. Goes out of play. Clock is going to stop at 4 seconds here in the second quarter. The Knights will get an inbound opportunity here. We'll see what they draw up. Terveen to inbound. Terveen inbounds to the left wing. Weber, 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Backus gets it. O'Gorman's not going to get a shot up. Good team defense there by the Gazelles at the end of the first half. 42-20 your score. The Gazelles outscoring O'Gorman in that second quarter, but a dominant first quarter still has the Knights on top. We're going to come back in 3 minutes and have your halftime report here on KYNT and KYN-TV. That second quarter of action, courtesy of the Yankton Medical Clinic and FNBO. Back in 3 minutes with your halftime as O'Gorman leads Yankton 42-20.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Feeling like your energy's taken a time out? Do you suffer from poor sleep, joint pain, irritability, hot flashes, or brain fog? It's time for your comeback. At Glow Aesthetics Med Spa, our Bio-T hormone replacement therapy can help restore energy, balance, and vitality, so you can feel your best anywhere life takes you. It starts with a simple consultation and lab work. Then we customize your treatment to fit you. Don't sit on the sideline of life. Feel your best. Book your consultation today at theglowsd.com. That's theglowsd.com.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With OptoMap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. OptoMap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your OptoMap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Time for your halftime report, courtesy of Avera. Visit Avera.org today. Let's get your halftime stat recap from Mayor Signs. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. For the Yankton Gazelles, Eden Wolfgram leads the way with 8 points. 6 points from Kelson Wells on a pair of three-pointers coming in that second quarter. Extending her range a bit, known more to operate from the low block and work the post. She's got the 3-ball falling tonight, and then 3 points each from September Rao and Nora Kraske. For the O'Gorman Knights, 11 points each for Sydney Terveen and Sadie Merman. It's a game high for both of them. Ellie Meyer has 6 points, 5 points each for Ruby Moore and Lucy Kazara, and 4 points for London Backus. Yankton was outscored 28-3 in the first quarter. They outscored O'Gorman 17-14 in the second quarter. So much more competitive in that second quarter, but still a mountain to climb after a dominant opening 8 minutes for the Knights. Let's take a look at other scores around Class AA for girls basketball on your out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. Window cleaning for commercial or residential. Let top-notch window cleaning brighten your days. For other games around Class AA, Sioux Falls Washington leads Sioux Falls Lincoln 59-11. That one just starting the fourth quarter. Other games tonight, no score updates for Mitchell against Huron. That's happening at the Sanford Pentagon. Sturgis Brown is hosting Hill City. Spearfish is on the road against St. Thomas More. And Pierre is on the road against Aberdeen Central. That's the other games happening around Class AA. Some local girls basketball games tonight. Avon on the road against Burke. Bonham hosting Alcester Hudson. Gayville Vollen is hosting Scotland Minnow. Irene Wakanda hosting Beersford. Looking at our games from the northeastern part of Nebraska. I know also in our listening area, just across the Missouri River. We take a look over there. No score updates on score feed quite yet, but Bloomfield hosting Wausau. Ponca is hosting Cedar Catholic. Hartington Newcastle is at home against Plainview. And Wynot is hosting Randolph. Those are those girls basketball games in Northeast Nebraska this evening as well. That's your out-of-town scoreboard from Top Notch Window Cleaners, and this has been your halftime report, courtesy of Avera. We're going to come back in 3 minutes with your second half of action. Yankton trails O'Gorman 42-20 at the break. Back in 3 minutes.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Clearer vision starts closer to home. Yankton Medical Clinic is excited to welcome the new YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Kindle and Dr. Rockney offer routine eye exams, prescriptions for glasses and contacts, and emergency care for sudden eye injuries. No more long drives to larger cities for advanced eye care. Dr. Trevor Kindle is the only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon right here in Yankton. Located on the 3rd floor of the Avera Pavilion, call 605-655-1830 to schedule. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYNCV. One more look at your out-of-town scoreboard. This is all for my Cornhusker fans out there. Nebraska men's basketball leads Michigan 42-39 with 4 minutes to go in the first half of play. Jamarcus Lawrence, 16 points in the first half. Bryce Sanford's got 8. Sam Hoiberg's got 7 for the Huskers. So there's our little men's college basketball update here on KYNT and KYN-TV to round out your out-of-town scoreboard as we get ready for your third quarter of play, courtesy of Farmers Union Insurance and First Chiropractic Centers. 42-20 your score. O'Gorman leads by 22 points. It was a 28-3 first quarter. O'Gorman just came out firing on all cylinders. Their full court press didn't let Yankton breathe in that first quarter. During the quarter break, credit to the coaching staff for the Yankton Gazelles. They've been able to crack the code a little bit more. 17-14, Yankton actually won the second quarter of play. Still got a ways to go if they want to come out on top in this one. But a positive step in the right direction after that second 8 minutes. 16 down, 16 minutes to go. O'Gorman will have the ball to start the second half. They move left to right as you see it and hear it here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton's home team and stream for Bucks and Gazelles Athletics. Pass down low. Terveen with the push shot, spinning in the paint, no good. Rebound, Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram fighting against the full court press again. Trying to unlock it. Pass goes to Kudera. Now right corner. Kelson Wells had a pair of three-pointers in the first half. Doesn't take it there. Goes top of the key to Eden Wolfgram. O'Gorman back into their zone set here. Kraske. Long pass to the left wing. Goes to Wolfgram. Deep two. Gets it to fall. 42-22 your score. Eden Wolfgram, her first points of the second half. She's now got 10 points for the Gazelles and a missed shot at the other end for Sydney Terveen. 42-22 your score. Pass stolen away though by Terveen, getting it right back. Long outlet pass goes to Merman. Merman down low. Meyer spinning, using her height and size, and gets the shot to fall off the glass. 44-22 your score now. Meyer up to 8 points. Inbound goes to Jordan Kudera. Wells with the cross-court pass. Eden Wolfgram gets it near the half-court line. Bounce pass back to Wolfgram, stolen away. Ruby Moore in transition, has Wolfgram chasing her down, but Moore still able to get the finish. 46-22 your score. Ruby Moore up to 7. Yankton trying to beat the press again here. You're going to hear that all night long. You heard it all in the first half. Had a lot more success in the second quarter, and they do beat it here. Kudera is knocked to the hardwood from behind. Terveen, I think, is going to get called with the foul there. First team foul this third quarter of play. That's the first personal foul on Terveen as well. Fairly clean first half of play. Not a lot of fouls on either team in that first half. Moved very quickly. Here's Kudera at the top of the key, trying to go work on Terveen. Goes left wing. Wolfgram thought about the shot, now dribbling out near the top of the key again. Right wing to Kelson Wells, working with the left hand. Spins back, looking for options. Pass down low. Jocelyn Elwood from the left block. Her shot blocked, I believe, by Meyer. Kelson Wells not giving up on the play. Almost ripped that one away from Ellie Meyer. And I think a jump ball was going to be, is what the call was down below. September Rao going to check in for Nora Kraske. So it's Rao, Elwood, Wolfgram, Kudera, and Wells on the floor for the Gazelles. Rao to inbound here. Rao hit the only shot in the first quarter for the Gazelles. It was a slow start. But Yankton now down 46-22. Had 17 in that second quarter. Here's Rao on the left wing. Under 5 seconds on the shot clock. Wells has to throw something up. Shot blocked, rebounded by Weber. And she got the rebound before the shot clock goes off. So O'Gorman in transition. They find Terveen. Now that's just fluid transition basketball. We've seen it all night long for the O'Gorman Knights. Sydney Terveen up to 13. 48-22 your score now. A 26-point lead for the Knights. Elwood able to secure it. Gets across the half-court line. Rao sets her feet, shoots from the left wing, and gets the three-pointer to fall. 48-25 your score. Big shot there for September Rao. She's up to 6. Driving inside, right-hand scoop layup. Ruby Moore gets 2 of those points right back. She's up to 9 in this one. 50-25 your score. O'Gorman leads by 25. September Rao gets the pass on the left wing, bounce pass, top of the key. Jocelyn Elwood now goes to Eden Wolfgram. She's looking to break down Ruby Moore, dribbling to the right wing, now kicks it into the corner. Kelson Wells drives baseline, poked away near the right block. And possession gonna stay with the Gazelles. Couple substitutions here for the Knights. Merman and Weber gonna check out. Checking in, Backus and Kazara. And we're gonna get a timeout here from Yankton actually. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser, go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. O'Gorman leads Yankton 50-23 here in the third quarter. We're back in 60 seconds. It's a full timeout. We're back in 1 minute. 50-25 your score from the Summit Activities Center. Back in 60.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Welcome back to live action on KYNT and KYN-TV. Eden Wolfgram trying to will the Gazelles back into this one. She's got September Rao now on the right wing. A bounce pass goes off the foot of Sydney Terveen. A kickball is going to be the call against O'Gorman. He's inbound for Yankton. I think even the referee's checking to see if shot clock gets reset. It does get reset to 15 seconds from 7, so a couple more seconds added to the clock there. Back live here in the left corner is Jordan Kudera. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Kudera starts to drive baseline. Spins out of it, pass stolen away by Sydney Terveen. Has Ruby Moore in transition. 2 defenders on her. Moore still gets the shot to fall. Ruby Moore now up to 11 points. 6 points in this third quarter alone. 52-25 your score. Yankton trails by 27. Wolfgram goes to Kelson Wells on the right wing. Now to Jocelyn Elwood. Elwood to Wolfgram near the free throw line. Her mid-range 2 falls. Wolfgram up to 12. She's got the second most points in this game, only trailing Sydney Terveen. Here from the left wing is Terveen, and she's going to add 3 more to her scorecard. Terveen up to 16, 55-27, the lead up to 28 for O'Gorman. Long pass goes to September Rao, driving inside, tries to kick it across the lane, stolen away by Kazara. And stolen right back by September Rao. She goes to Eden Wolfgram, trying to answer with a 3 of her own. Left iron, no good. Rebound by Backus, but knocked away. Scramble for the ball. I think a jump ball is going to be the call, and possession, I believe, will stay with O'Gorman. Brenna Elwood to check into the game. She's going to replace Jordan Kudera. Just under 3.5 minutes to play now in the third quarter. Yankton trails 55-27. I gotta give Yankton a lot of credit for how they've competed. It would have been very easy for the team as a whole just to roll over after that first quarter. They have not done that tonight against a top-tier O'Gorman Knights team. Here on the right elbow, down low to Terveen. Now out right wing. Ruby Moore for 3. No good. Terveen gets the offensive board. Back to Moore. Drives baseline. Puts the shot up, off the window and in. And that puts O'Gorman up 57-27. That should enact a running clock as well with a 30-point lead for the O'Gorman Knights. And scramble for the ball. Yeah, running clock is in effect here now in the third quarter. I believe Ruby Moore had her foot on the line when she went to pick that ball up, and that's why they called that one Yankton possession. Jocelyn Elwood to inbound here, goes to Eden Wolfgram, just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wolfgram drives inside, kicks it out left wing. Rao, jab step, now she'll drive the lane. Euro step, layup off the glass, no good. Rebound by Kazara. Long outlet pass knocked away by Jocelyn Elwood, playing defensive back there. Elwood drives the lane, bounce pass across the lane. Eden Wolfgram up and good for 2. 57-29 your score. Wolfgram up to 14. At the top of the key is Ruby Moore, goes right wing. Backus thought about the shot, kicks it into the corner. Kazara for 3, that one falls. 60-29 your score. Kazara up to 8. Long pass goes to September Rao. Bounce pass, Kelson Wells. Up fake, gets the defender to jump and gets the shot to fall. Kelson Wells up to 8 points on the night. 60-31 your score. O'Gorman leads by 29 with under 2 to play in the third quarter. It did hit a 30-point advantage for O'Gorman, so the running clock is in effect as of right now. Backus with the right wing three, no good. Rebound by September Rao. Rao loses the defender behind her, splits the gap, but loses the ball. I think Rao saying they got tipped from behind, but I'm going to say last touch was Rao. So out of bounds off of the Gazelles. Checking into the game, Nora Kraske, Berkeley Olson, and Brenna Elwood. They join Eden Wolfgram and September Rao on the floor. On the floor for O'Gorman, it's Kozara, Weber, Meyer, Terveen, and Merman. Here's Terveen at the top of the key, getting a screen from Meyer, drives to the right elbow, kicks it out left corner. Weber's open for three, shot up, high bounce, does not fall, and knocked out of play. Last touch, September Rao. Under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Clock's still running. O'Gorman to inbound here. Will be Merman to inbound. Goes left wing to Weber. About an 11-second difference between shot and game clock here. 60-31 your score. Pass goes into the right wing. It's Merman with it. Goes to Kozara as she was cutting back door. She's fouled from behind on the shot attempt. That'll be 2 shots at the line. They're going to get Brenna Elwood on the foul. And as soon as Kozara gets the ball, that's when the clock stops. So 24 seconds on the clock here inside the Summit Activity Center. First shot up and good for Kozara. Second shot up. Second shot just as good as the first, if not better. Nothing but net on that one. Kozara up to 10 points now. Clock still stopped until the inbound. Now inbound goes to Brenna Elwood. Shot clock is off. Yankton can hold for the final possession of the third quarter as they trail 62-31. Long pass goes to the left wing. Nora Kraske. She gives it back to Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram with 10 seconds on the game clock. Now 9. Drives inside between the legs. Shot up, no good off the left iron. Meyer with the rebound. Stolen away though. September Rao. 2 seconds. She lets it fly. Left iron, no good. That is how the third quarter ends. O'Gorman leads Yankton here 62-31 heading into the fourth quarter of play. That third quarter courtesy of Farmers Union Insurance and First Chiropractic Centers. We're back in 1 minute with your fourth quarter here on KYNC, KYN TV.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A new year usually brings out the best of intentions in people to get back in shape. Exercising and eating right are just the start of getting healthy. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson at First Chiropractic Centers. Our doctors are trained to recommend therapeutic and rehabilitative exercise, as well as provide nutritional, dietary, and lifestyle counseling, all of which are important components in your overall health and wellness. Start your year off right with a call to First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com.
Welcome back for your fourth quarter of action. It's going to be brought to you by Vision Care Associates and MTNRC Smith Insurance. Inbound goes to Eden Wolfgram to start things off. Yankton trails 62-31 here with just starting the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go in this one. Running clock is in effect. Wolfgram with the floater, back iron, but gets the kind roll. Wolfgram up to 16, a team high in this one. Pass gets knocked out of bounds. Possession will stay with O'Gorman. This is the opening game of our doubleheader this evening. The Yankton Bucks will take on the Knights in our second game. Pass goes left wing to Weber. She drives inside, stops her momentum in the paint, kicks it out to Meyer. Now left corner, 3-ball up. Merriman, side iron, no good. Rebound by Terveen. She puts a tough shot up, doesn't get it to roll. Third opportunity, this one for Meyer, and Ellie Meyer gets it to fall. Meyer up to 10 points in this one, 64-33 your score. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Eden Wolfgram dribbling to the left wing, dribble handoff with Jordan Kudera. Kudera loses her dribble, gets it back, puts up a shot off of it. just like she drew it up. Jordan Kudera on the board for the first time tonight. Here is Nora Kraske covering Merman, but Merman drives inside and puts up the tough lay and gets it to fall. Sadie Merman up to 13 points now this evening. 66-35 your score. Here's Wolfgram dribbling with the right hand on the right wing. She'll drive inside on Merman. Put up the tough shot. Front iron, no good. Tried to use the backboard, but couldn't get the shot to fall. Ruby Moore turns on the Jets. Puts up the floater in transition. No good. Rebound, Kelson Wells. Wells trying to get it down court to Jordan Kudera, but it was tipped up and then stolen by Terveen. Terveen goes left corner. 3-ball. Ruby Moore gets that one to cash out. 69-35. After that three from Ruby Moore, she's up to 16. O'Gorman leads by 34 in this one. Here's Eden Wolfgram dribbling on the left wing. Surveying the scene, picked up her dribble. She has to go to Nora Kraske. Back to Wolfgram on the left block. Cross-court pass. Kudera's open for three. Side iron, no good. Rebound, Wolfgram. Second opportunity, that one can't fall as well. Ruby Moore gets the outlet from Weber. Moore, scoop pass, goes to Merman. She drives inside. Euro step layup, gets it to fall. And a foul called as well. So Merman will go to the line to complete the three-point play. It's Kelson Wells called on the foul. First team foul of the fourth quarter. And they stop the clock now with 5:24 to go as everybody is substituting at once except the shooter. We'll tell you who's all on the floor. For Yankton, Brenna Elwood, Jocelyn Elwood, Berkeley Olson, September Rao, and Jordan Kudera. For O'Gorman, Merman still on the floor. All the while, Okoye out there along with Kozara, and a pair of fresh faces for the Knights that I will get for you as well. Backus just checked in for Merman. The fresh faces on the floor are Olivia Satter, number 21. And number 25, that's Lydia Eggert. Back down on the floor, it's September Rao on the left wing, dribbling with the right hand, picked up by Backus. Cross-court pass was trying to go wing to Kudera. Elwood saves it from being an over and back. Elwood, down low to Elwood. It's Jocelyn on the pass from Brenna. Bounce pass, back out top. Here's September Rao, drives inside. Euro step, goes to the scoop. She's fouled, and will go to the line for two. They're going to get Okoye on the foul. And clock is now stopped. First shot up, no good at the line for September Rao. Kind of chuckling to herself after that missed free throw. Second shot up, no good as well, but a rebound for Berkeley Olson. Back to Rao, three, more than two, can't get it to fall though. Rebound by O'Gorman. It's Backus with it. Backus drives inside, puts up the push shot from the right block and gets it to fall. 74-35 your score. Backus up to 6 in this one. Here is September Rao on the left wing, trying to go to work, dribbles inside, goes right wing to Jordan Kudera. She'll split the defenders, pick up her dribble, go back to Brenna Elwood, now into the corner. Rao drives baseline, puts up the mid-range two, too much on it. Rebounded by Okoye. Okoye distributes to Backus to start the offense. Couple more substitutes waiting to check in for O'Gorman. And as the ball goes out of play, we'll talk about those substitutes now. Number 45, that's Abigail Alpers checking in. Number 35, Reese Terveen. Couple fresh faces for O'Gorman. A timeout's going to be taken. We'll take it with them. It's a full timeout here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Yankton trails O'Gorman 74-35.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Move with Mason.
We're back live here on KYNT and KYN-TV. O'Gorman with a fresh 5 on the floor. Well, almost a fully fresh 5. We'll get those names for you here in a moment. Pass down low, shot up off the window and good. That belongs to Olivia Satter, who just checked in. Also on the floor for O'Gorman, Lydia Eggert, Abigail Alpers, Reese Terveen, and Paxton Peterson. On the floor for Yankton, Brenna Elwood's out there along with Isabel Sheldon, Sabrina Kraske, Olivia Woods, and Addie Muth. Here is Elwood on the right wing, drives inside, tries to put it in the mid-range too. Her shot is blocked and rebounded by Abigail Alpers. Outlet pass goes to the left wing. It's Peterson. Peterson out to Terveen. Now back to Peterson, top of the key. Drives inside, back to Terveen. Right wing 3, no good. Tapped away and secured by Sabrina Kraske on the rebound. 76-35 your score. Yankton trails by 41. Olivia Woods on the right wing goes top of the key to Brenna Elwood. Back to the right wing, Sabrina Kraske. Kraske will drive inside, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall, but rebound secured by Addie Muth. Left wing to Brenna Elwood. She tries a 3. This one rolls around and falls. Brenna Elwood on the board for the first time tonight. She's got 3. 76-38 your score. Here on the left wing is Peterson. She goes to Terveen, driving inside, loses the ball, gets it back though, out to Paxton Peterson. Peterson trying to go to the top of the key. Kraske and Woods fighting for it. That was Eggert with it for O'Gorman. A jump ball is going to be called. Checking in for the Knights is number 10, Zoe McEnany, the senior. McEnany, the 5'9" senior forward. Driving baseline here is Terveen, but she steps out of bounds. Possession will go to Yankton with under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. This is the opening game of our doubleheader this evening. The Bucks and the Knights would do battle about 15 minutes after the final horn. Elwood goes right wing to Woods, trying to go back to Elwood, but pass. Elwood didn't have her head around for it. It'll go out of play. 2 more players checking in. Chloe Hamrick checking in. Hamrick, number 13, shot up, no good. O'Gorman saves it on the rebound. No, it went out of bounds. It's still Yankton possession. Another player just checking in as well, number 23, Loretta Hillman. O'Gorman has run so many players on the floor. I've run out of spots in my score sheet. Here on the right wing is Sabrina Kraske. Pass down low, Addie Muth spinning on the right block, trying to put a shot up, no good. Goes out of play. It will be O'Gorman possession. And with under 40 seconds to go, O'Gorman will inbound with a 1 second difference between shot and game clock. So basically can hold for the final possession of this one. Here is Hillman on the right wing, dribbling, trying to go to work on Isabel Sheldon. She gives it up to Terveen. It's Reese Terveen. Goes out to McEnany. Now Hillman again, back to McEnany. Back to Hillman, trying to work that right side. Pass down low, double teamed, out top to Terveen. Terveen drives the lane, puts up the tough right-hand shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Olivia Woods. Under 10 seconds to go in this one. Brenna Elwood bringing the ball down floor, perhaps for one more shot. Woods will put it up at the buzzer, no good. 76-38 is your final score here from Yankton High School. The O'Gorman Knights improve to 9-1 on the season. The Gazelles fall to 2-7. 76-38 your final. We'll actually go back in 1 minute. Just 1 minute break. We'll come back, have your post-game report for the Gazelles, and then we'll kick things off with your second game with the Yankton Bucks. Back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYNTV. Time for your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Traum and the Move Group. You buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. We're kicking things off with your stat recap, courtesy of Mayor Signs. We'll start with the victorious O'Gorman Knights. 16 points, a team high for both Ruby Moore and Sydney Terveen. That's followed by 13 from Sadie Merman, 10 each from Ellie Meyer and Lacey Kozara, 6 points from London Backus, and 2 from Olivia Satter. As for the Yankton Gazelles, tying for the game high with Terveen and Moore was Eden Wolfgram with 16 on the night. 8 points from Kelson Wells, 6 points from September Rao, 3 points each from Nora Kraske and Brenna Elwood, and 2 from Jordan Kudera. Let's give up your team awards now. Your offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee with his helpful smile in every aisle. Eden Wolfgram, I thought, played very well tonight. Obviously 16 points for her. 8 in the first half, 8 in the second half, so very balanced in that 16 points as well. And what ends up being a loss, 76-38 for Yankton to O'Gorman. Defensive player of the game, courtesy of Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. It was a tough night defensively for Yankton across the board, but a player I'm going to look at played well defensively, and honestly her offensive output kind of factors into the defensive player of the game. Don't read into it too much, because Kelson Wells, I thought, played very, very well tonight when she was out there on the floor. Extended her range a little bit with a couple three-pointers and was playing very solid defense against a tough and physical O'Gorman team. Wells traditionally gets down on the low post as a low post defender, and it was tough tonight at times for Yankton on defense, but I thought she held her own to the best of her abilities, and she played very well this evening. She's your defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians. Up next, your schedule preview, courtesy of Parker Hannafin of Yankton. Learn more at parker.com. Parker, engineering your success. Thursday, we're on the road in Huron for a makeup game for the Yankton Gazelles, originally scheduled for early December, and now it's just the busiest week of the year for the Gazelles. They had this game tonight. They go Thursday at Huron, back home Friday against Brandon Valley, who's the #1 team right now in Class AA. So a tough week for the Gazelles in this one. We'll see how they perform on Thursday against Huron. We're going to go to break, come back in 3 minutes and start things in your pregame show for the Yankton Bucks against the O'Gorman Knights. That's back in 3 minutes as the Gazelles fall 76-38 in game #1. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYNTV. That's 102.1 FM. That's FM 102.1 AM 1450, Yankton's home team and stream. Back in 3 minutes.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
In the heart of South Dakota, there's a name families trust, John Kopp of Kopp Building Innovations in Utica. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a new shop, or tackling that long overdue remodel, the Kopp crew delivers quality craftsmanship with a local touch. KBI is an authorized WIC builder, a Midwest company that understands your building needs. Built right, built local, built to last. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
At the Bar is the bar for sports fans. With coverage of NFL, college football favorites, Yankton High School action, and NHL hockey too. Open 7 days a week. Bring in your crew, grab a table, and take in all the action surrounded by fans who love the game as much as you do. The energy's better, the company's great, and the beverages are cold, just the way game day should be. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Back to your pregame show for Yankton Bucks basketball against the O'Gorman Knights. We're going to start things off right away with your pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at area restaurants. Had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Haynes about a couple hours ago now, before the pregame for the Yankton Gazelles matchup with O'Gorman. Spoke about his team, where they're at in the season, and kind of reiterate the fact that he feels his team's best basketball is still in front of them. Let's go to the interview now here on KYNT, KYN TV. Brayden Butler here on your High V pregame show. It's time for your pregame coach interview, courtesy of 1919 Root Beer. We got head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks here today. And Coach Haynes, it's an O'Gorman Knights team coming to Yankton tonight that is about 9th, I believe, in the Class AA standings. But I think the biggest thing, it's a team that's very comparable in height and should be a fun and competitive game this evening.
Yeah, their record's a little deceiving. They're a good basketball team. Again, a lot like Sioux Falls Jefferson last week. A majority of their games have been in the Metro and against other Sioux Falls schools. And so I think Lincoln and Roosevelt have kind of separated themselves a little bit. Then all those other Metro schools have kind of split games with each other. You got a lot of like 6-3, 5-4 teams. O'Gorman's really good. They're talented. They got really good guard play. They really attack the basket well and can do some nice things there. So keeping the ball in the paint is going to be a huge key for us tonight.
It's a very balanced attack for O'Gorman. I know Mason Clark leads the way, just over 12 points a night, but then a couple guys right behind him with 9 a night and then 8.5 a night. So it's a very balanced offense. What do you have to do to combat that this evening?
Yeah, their starting five is all right around double figures, like you said, and sometimes that's the hardest thing to guard is when you don't have one guy to key on, and they got multiple guys every night that can go get 10, 12 points a game. So we're just going to have to be solid defensively and play together on that end and try to contain them. And like I said, try to keep them out of the paint.
Last week was a bit of an emotional roller coaster for your guys. Hit that buzzer beater to force overtime, end up coming up short in the end. But a full week off due to some weather in the area. How have you got your guys to mentally reset after a hard loss last week against Jefferson?
Yeah, it wasn't the worst time in the world for us to have a postponement. We've been going pretty hard, every Tuesday, Friday for the last few weeks. So to get one moved back, and then where it got rescheduled was in an open spot. So like I said, it wasn't the worst thing in the world for us to get that one postponed. Able to give us a chance to kind of catch our breath and have a few practices. So hopefully, that pays off and it shows on the floor tonight.
What are a couple of things that you feel like your team needs to do well tonight to come out with a win?
Yeah, we're going to have to try to guard them somehow. Like I said, their guards are really dynamic, and so if we can contain them, and then even though they're not big, they're real physical and really crash the offensive boards hard. So going to have to finish possessions with rebounds. Offensively, we've got to take care of the ball, get some good movement, and hopefully step up and make enough plays to win the game.
All right, Coach, thanks for taking time to talk today, and we'll speak again in the postgame.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
That was head coach Chris Haynes for your pregame coach interview, courtesy of 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. We're going to take a quick break, come back in 3 minutes, and keep things rolling here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Back in 3 minutes from the Summit Activity Center.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts, plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Happy hour all day on Mondays, trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land. The Boathouse is also your go-to place to watch all sports. Head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails. We stand tall. Together we rise. Together we call. Credit union people are my people. It's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time to keep things rolling in your pregame show, courtesy of Hy-Vee. With his helpful smile in every aisle. We're talking Yankton Bucks basketball. Let's go to your stats in focus from Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. 49.8 points per game for Yankton this season. They're allowing 56.7 to their opponents as a minus 6.9 scoring differential for the Bucks. As for the O'Gorman Knights, 55.8 points per game for them, 53.1 opponent points per game allowed. That's a plus 2.7 scoring differential. Yankton's leading scorer, just over 13 points a night, is Jackson Kudera. O'Gorman's leading scorer at 12.1 points per night is Mason Clark. That's your stats in focus here on KYNT. KYN-TV. Your keys to the game now from Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Key number one is going to be running in the fast break for Yankton. They like to get out and push the tempo, especially when they're able to force turnovers, which factors into key number 2 of forcing mistakes by the O'Gorman Knights. And your third key this evening is going to be effective perimeter shooting. Feels like sometimes Yankton, they go hot and cold from beyond the arc at times this season. If they're able to find their rhythm from beyond the arc, it really spaces the floor. It also opens up the post game. I know Austin Conway, their big center down on the low block, likes to operate from. It can really just open up a lot of different things for the Yankton offense. Talked about your keys to victory. We'll go right into your key player now. It's the sophomore forward, Jackson Kudera. Kudera, he's the leading scorer on this team. He's a versatile athlete. And at the end of the day, the kid is just confident out there on the floor despite just being a sophomore. 13.1 points per game. That has gone up since being introduced into the starting lineup. 3.3 rebounds per game, 1.6 assists per game for Jackson Kudera, coming off a 20-point performance last week against Sioux Falls Jefferson in their overtime loss. He is your key player of the game today, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. At Missouri River Associates, their office is local. They know your name, and your home, auto, and family are important to them. Your officials of the game today brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the hardwood. We're going to go back to break, come back in a couple minutes when they announce your starting lineups, and we'll have those for you courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers here on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show, counting down the minutes to Yankton Bucks basketball against the O'Gorman Knights. We're back in 3 minutes.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. They're officially announcing your starting lineups here shortly from Yankton High School, but judging by who down on the floor does not have their warm-ups on, I can kind of pick through here and assume who's getting the start for both these teams this evening. We'll start with the O'Gorman Knights, their projected starting lineup here. Actually, you know what? They're about to announce it officially in the stadium, so I'll just go along with them as they announce the starters here on KYNT and KYN TV for this matchup. It's the Yankton Bucks and the O'Gorman Knights, your starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. We'll see who officially gets announced here for the starters tonight. Our first game this evening between O'Gorman and Yankton on the Gazelles end of things. Ended in a big win for O'Gorman. $76 points for O'Gorman in that first game. Yankton ends with 38 in our girls matchup. It was a 28-3 first quarter, but Yankton battled back a little bit. 17-14, they won the second quarter and kept it competitive for the remainder of the game, but that first quarter really just came back to rear its head in the end. Now we got your starting lineups for both these squads, starting with the O'Gorman Knights. At a guard, a 6'2 senior wearing the number 3 for O'Gorman will be Brayden Yellowbird. At a guard, a 6'2 senior number 4 for O'Gorman, Camden Cease. At a guard, a 6'2 junior wears the number 5 for Chase Hermanson. The leading scorer for the Knights out next, the 6' senior guard number 10, Mason Clark. He is listed as a captain, as is the senior forward, 6'3" tall, for number 24, Jackson Wheeldryer. Starting 5 once again, Brayden Yellowbird, Camden Cease, Chase Hermanson, Mason Clark, and Jackson Wheeldryer for the O'Gorman Knights. As for the Yankton Bucks, you can see them a little bit if you're watching on KYN TV. They're announcing the Youth Bucks of the night right now. They're all coming out of the player tunnel here. It's a great experience for these young Bucks athletes, the future of the Bucks basketball program. Look at your starters for the Bucks now. Starting at a guard, the 5'10 senior number 2, Beck Reichen. A steady playmaker for this Yankton squad. Up next is a pest on defense, number 3, Owen Eidsness. The senior guard stands 6 foot tall. Out next, our key player in the pregame, the sophomore forward stands 6'1", number 4, Jackson Kudera. Up next, the junior guard, 5'10" tall, for number 11, Tegan LaCroix. And last but certainly not least, the big man in the middle, the center, wearing number 52, the 6'3", Austin Conway. Conway, an all-state left tackle in the football season. Eidsness, all-state receiver. That just goes to say that a lot of these guys, multi-sport athletes. I believe Kudera, Eidsness, LaCroix, and Conway. LaCroix, Conway, and Eidsness all got significant playing time in football this past fall for a state championship appearance for the Bucks. Kudera seems to be a bit of a future star at the quarterback position, started for the JV team this year. And Beck Reichen, a multi-sport athlete, stars for the Yankton Bucks baseball program. We are ready to go. Your first quarter of play here on KYNT and KYN TV, brought to you by the UPS Store and FNBO. Jump ball, your tip-off, courtesy of the Boathouse. Jump ball is up, underway, controlled by Owen Eidsness. Bucks in their white tops, red numbers and trim. They go left to right as you see it and hear it. Blue tops, yellow trim with white numbers and letters for the O'Gorman Knights. Here's Eidsness on the left wing, covered by Cease. Goes right wing. Yellowbird almost stole that one away from Kudera, dribbling out to the corner. Top of the key, LaCroix. Now left wing, Reichen. O'Gorman, on the boys' side at least, not implementing a zone like we saw in the girls' game, but still effective defense, forces an errant pass and goes out of play. Inbound here is Yellowbird for O'Gorman. He'll go to Clark. Ball stolen away by Jackson Kudera. 2-on-1 fast break. LaCroix going to take it himself. Beats Mason Clark, but can't get the shot to fall. It hit every side of the rim and then went out. Cease on the other end. His shot does fall. And there's the first points of the night for O'Gorman. Kudera with the ball now for Yankton. 2-0 lead for the Knights. Here's Beck Reichen near the halfway stripe. He'll get a screen from Kudera, driving inside, kicks it out right wing, Eidsness. Back out top, Kudera, and out of the left wing, LaCroix. LaCroix looking for options. Overloading the left side of the defense right now is Yankton. Kick it out to the top. Jackson Kudera's open for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Yellowbird. Braylon Yellowbird in transition. Long outlet pass, saved. No, stolen away. Try to keep it in play there for O'Gorman was Hermanson. Beck Reichen jumped that passing lane, stole it away, kicks it out left corner. Three ball for number 3. No good for Owen Eidsness. Rebound by O'Gorman. Cease in transition, knocked away, and heavy contact there between Cease and Eidsness. Eidsness probably hasn't been hit like that since he took a route over the middle back in October, but both players are up and okay. That's the first on Camden Cease. Inbound here goes to Beck Reichen on the left wing. Still 2-0 here early on in this one, just under 2 minutes in. Beck Reichen dribbling on the left wing. Dribble handoff goes to Owen Eidsness. Reichen retreats to the left corner. Top of the key now to Jackson Kudera. Back to Reichen on that left wing. Covered by Yellowbird. Pass down low. Conway has positioning. Quick fire pass out right side. Up and no good on the three-pointer for Owen Eidsness. Reichen scrambling for the ball. Does get it back. Goes to LaCroix. Now to Eidsness. Right corner. Three ball. Jackson Kudera. This one not good either. Yankton might check if they put the lid back on the basket. They've gotten good looks but haven't been able to find the bottom of the net. O'Gorman on the other end struggling a bit themselves on offense. Only 2 points in all their chances, but they lead 2-0. Under 5:30 to go now. Pass goes out to Clark on the right wing, covered by Reichen. Now here's Yellowbird from the right corner. That one falls. Nothing but net for Braylon Yellowbird. Yellowbird was the leading scorer for O'Gorman in their last game, had 12 points and 7 rebounds against Roosevelt. Here's Jackson Kudera on the right wing, goes near the halfway line to Beck Reichen to start the offense. Under 20 seconds on the shot clock as Reichen drives in. He's triple teamed, kicks it out to Eidsness. Looping pass goes to LaCroix on the left wing. He drives inside. Back to Reichen now. Step through, fakes the shot, tries to get it to the corner to LaCroix. Knocked away. Kudera gets it, puts the shot up, front iron, no good. Rebound by O'Gorman. They lead 5-0. The Knights trying to increase their lead here. Eerily similar to the start of the girls' game. O'Gorman started on a 9-0 run. Pass down low from the right block, spinning, now kicking it back out to the right wing. Driving inside, shot up, rolls around, gets it to stick and fall. That's a bucket for Wheel Dryer. And a quick 7-0 run to start things in the first quarter leads to a timeout from head coach Chris Haynes. The Bucks want to talk things over. This timeout courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Just a 30-second timeout. O'Gorman leads Yankton 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYN TV.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or Pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN TV. They were still playing music in the arena as we were back to live action, but got that shut off here as Beck Reichen will have it near the midway stripe. He's picked up by Mason Clark. Drives inside the three-point line, kicks it cross court to Conway. He'll hand it off to Kudera, driving baseline, spins out of it. Quick spin there for Kudera. Ball working its way back into the hands of Owen Eidsness. Now right corner, Beck Reichen fires down low, shot up. That breaks the seal for Jackson Kudera and the Yankton Bucks. Great pass from Beck Reichen and a good finish from Jackson Kudera. 7-2 your score. Yankton trails by 5. Here in the left corner is Hermanson. Kicks it out to Yellowbird on the left wing. Yellowbird back to Hermanson. Hermanson works off of a screen, tries to kick it down low, tipped by Eidsness, stolen by Kudera, long outlet pass. Eidsness brings it in, puts the shot up and gets it to fall. Quick transition bucket for Yankton. Owen Eidsness off the assist from Jackson Kudera. 7-4 your score. Yankton down by 3. Driving inside, popped away, stolen by Yankton. Here's LaCroix with it, has some options out in front of him. He puts the foot off the pedal a little bit, gives it to Owen Eidsness, now to Beck Reichen to start the half-court offense. Reichen looking to head coach Chris Haynes for the call. Now they go into their motion. Eidsness on the right wing. Now to the left corner, Kudera. Kudera, top of the key to LaCroix. Looking down low, Austin Conway, jump ball, goes up and gets it, can't get the post hook to fall. A good look there for Conway. Just doesn't end in points for Yankton. Here's Yellowbird in transition, puts up the tough lay and gets it to fall. Yellowbird up to 5. He's got the game high in scoring as Yankton trails O'Gorman 9-4. Here's Eidsness on the left wing. Just over 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Beck Reichen dribbling out near the top of the key. Goes left wing to Jackson Kudera. Kudera's got 2. Eidsness has 2. That's all the scoring for Yankton so far. Kudera trying to change that straightaway 3. No good. Conway knocks it away, but out of play. Last touch by Yankton. 1 substitution for Yankton. 3 substitutions for O'Gorman. Into the game for the Knights. That's number 13, Matthew Mead, checking in. Number 30, Talek Schlimgen, checking in as well. I don't know exactly, but I assume relation to Sullivan Schlimgen. I believe was playing college ball out at Washington State last I knew. Very talented player for O'Gorman. I don't know if he is transferred anywhere or not, but very talented player. Great baseball player too, but I digress. Drive inside, Mason Clark can't get it to fall. Second opportunity up and good. That's the 3rd man to check in, Alex Christensen. Remaining on the floor for O'Gorman were Mason Clark and Jackson Wheeldryer. Miles Drotzman checked in for the Bucks. Pass goes to Beck Reichen, almost knocked away. Reichen goes to Kudera, push shot in the painted area, gets it to fall. 11-6 your score on that bucket from Kudera. Yankton trails by 5. Here on the right wing is Schlimgen. Goes top of the key, Clark. Pass down low, dribbles into the paint, puts up the post hook, no good. Rebound tapped away, back in possession of O'Gorman. Here's Wheeldryer with it. Cross-court pass to the right wing. Tries to get it to Mason Clark, stolen away. Eidsness in transition, puts up the layup, gets it to fall. Owen Eidsness turning defense into offense again. He's up to 4 points, tied with Jackson Kudera for the team high. Here's Mead with it on the right wing. Goes out top to Clark, back to Mead, back to Clark. Little 2-man game, now down low. Pass even further into the paint. Schlimgen is fouled. Foul goes against Jackson Kudera. First personal foul, first team foul. Only the 2nd foul of this first quarter, and we're under a minute to play. That's for either team. Inbound goes to Wheeldryer, now to Schlimgen. Goes top of the key to Mead. Mead looking at Clark in the left corner, back to Schlimgen out top. Now Wheeldryer on the right wing. Christensen trying to back down Conway in the post. They go to Christensen as he phases out to the right corner. Christensen to Wheeldryer, still on the wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock, still plenty of time to operate. Mead drives inside, jump stop in the painted area, out to Wheeldryer. He'll take a contested 3, side iron, no good. Foul call. They're going to get number 42, Alex Christensen. First personal foul, 2nd team foul against O'Gorman. Camden Cease comes in. He'll replace Mason Clark on the floor. 11-8 your score. O'Gorman leads by 3. Here's Jackson Kudera picked up at half court. He goes to Owen Eidsness. He's forced to pick up his dribble. Back to Kudera, now gives it to Reichen. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds and counting to go in this first quarter of play. Reichen taking his time near the half-court line. He's dribbling out near the center circle. Now under 10 seconds, he'll fire left wing to Jackson Kudera. Kudera back to Reichen. Works off a screen from Conway. Jump stop at the left elbow. Reichen's going to have to put up a circus shot. Can't get it to fall. 11-8 is going to be your score. Heading into the first quarter break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton trails by 3. First quarter of action, courtesy of the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. We're back in 1 minute with your second quarter. Yankton trails 11-8.
When is the last time you ordered company clothing for your employees? Are they wearing faded clothing or stuff with old logos? JJ Benji's will make you look good in 2026. Whatever you want, polos, t-shirts, quarter zips, hoodies, embroidered or screen printed. Not sure what to get? JJ Benji's team can help you with some great ideas. Say thank you to your employees and make a great impression on your customers with company clothing from JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in Yankton.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYNTV. 8 minutes down, 24 to go. We start the second quarter of action. 11-8, Yankton trails O'Gorman. Here's Braylon Yellowbird checking back into the game for the Knights. He's on the right wing. Goes top of the key. Mason Clark. Clark drives inside. Quick pass out to the left corner. Back out top to Clark. A lot of movement on offense for O'Gorman, but the pass tipped away, out of play. Owen Eisnes got a touch to it. Yellowbird was the intended target, and he will inbound for O'Gorman. 7:44 to go in this first half. Yellowbird to Cease. Out top to Clark. Clark. Goes left wing, Hermanson, back to Clark. Now Yellowbird on the right wing. Down low, Cease, he's double teamed. Bounce pass, out to Yellowbird again. Back to Cease, two-man game. Back to Yellowbird, now top of the key, it goes to Clark. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot clock's gonna expire. Great team defense for Yankton. I was looking over the edge of the crow's nest down to the floor. I flicked my eyes up for a second. That shot clock was low, winding down. Great defense for Yankton. On the floor for the Bucks, Owen Eisnes, Tegan LaCroix, Beck Reichen, Miles Drotzman, and Abe O'Brien. Here's Eisnes with it. Goes right wing to LaCroix. Cease saves it. Right back into the hands of Beck Reichen. Reichen drives inside, puts up the quick layup. It's 11-10, 1 point game. Reichen with the first points for him of the game, but also for anybody in the second quarter. Here's Mason Clark on the right wing. He'll go to Yellowbird. Braylon Yellowbird, top of the key. Clark down low, Cease, double teamed, spinning, goes out to the right elbow. Now out top, left wing. Clark, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Eisnes. That was Christensen who passed it out to Clark. In transition, LaCroix thought about the right corner three. Drives inside instead, kicks it out to O'Brien. Now top of the key, Eisnes. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 6.5 just over on the game clock. Here's Reichen, picked up by Christensen. Christensen, the biggest man on the floor right now for O'Gorman, and a chest bump was delivered from Christensen to Reichen, trying to body him up. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Christensen. And a substitution here for Yankton. Tegan LaCroix is out. Jackson Kudera in. He joins Reichen, O'Brien, Drotzman, and Eisnes. Substitutions on the floor for O'Gorman as well. Cease and Christensen both checking out. Looks like Schlimgen checking in as well as Wheeldryer. Eisnes driving inside, trying to go to work on Wheeldryer. Just checked back into the game. Travel gets called on Jackson Kudera. 11-10 your score, 1 point difference. O'Gorman with a chance to increase their lead now as they get the ball back on that turnover. O'Gorman, head coach Derek Roby. Yankton Bucks, of course, coached by Chris Haynes. Left wing, Wheeldryer goes right wing to Clark. He'll drive inside, scoop pass. Out to Hermanson. Back to the left corner. Wheeldryer thinking about it right below my position here in the broadcast booth. Goes to Yellowbird. Drives inside. Tries for the scoop pass down low. A lot of different people get their hands on it. And it's last touch by Yankton. It'll be Hermanson to inbound here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 5:59 on the game clock to operate. Here's Mason Clark on the right wing. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Top of the key, Hermanson. Pass stolen away. Eisnes in transition. Scoots inside. Can't finish through the contact. Rebound by Wheeldryer. Eisnes trying to tangle him up for a jump ball, but foul called against Yankton. It will be against Owen Eisnes. First personal foul for Eidsness, first team foul of the second quarter. Not a lot of fouls so far in this one with 5:45 and counting to go in the first half. Here's Hermanson on the left wing, dribbling with the right hand, fakes the pass, now does give it up to Wheel Dryer. Bounce pass, top of the key, Clark. Clark looking for option, operating for about 25 feet out, gives it to Wheel Dryer for a long range three, no good. Rebound by Kudera, he'll outlet to Beck Reichen. Reichen puts on the Jets in transition, finds it cutting Owen Eidsness, his shot no good. Outlet to Braylon Yellowbird, going the other way for the Knights. Yellowbird shot up, gets the whistle, and the finish. Yellowbird's going to go to the line to complete the three-point play. Was seeing the referee was right below where I am here in the Crow's Nest. Basically, if you're watching on KYN TV right now, you can see there's a little platform in your top left corner. That's where I'm stationed. So I could not see right away if a charge or a block was called, but it was a block, and Yellowbird goes to the line to complete the three-point play, which he does. Yellowbird up to 8 points now, lead up to 4 is O'Gorman 14, Yankton 10 here in the second quarter. Abe O'Brien goes to Jackson Kudera, now top of the key. Far out near the halfway line for Beck Reichen. He's standing in the center circle right now with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles to his right, gives it up to Miles Drotzman. Drotzman trying to find someone open on the motion. Goes to O'Brien, now to Eidsness. Still fairly deep, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Yankton's got to operate here. Down by 4. Right wing, Kudera dribbles inside the three-point line, drives baseline, goes to Eidsness, shot up, gets it to stick. Kind of sat on that front rim a little bit, but Eidsness for 2. He's up to 6 points. Yankton trails 14-12. Here's Wheel Dryer for 3, no good. Rebound, Drotzman. Drotzman goes to Reichen. A pair of Bucks waiting to check in. It's Conway and LaCroix. Reichen, scoop pass, Eidsness in transition. Tie ball game here in the second quarter. Owen Eidsness up to 8 points. It's a team high. It's tied for the game high with Braylon Yellowbird. Pass down low to Schlimgen. Now to Yellowbird. Shot up, and he retakes the game lead. And so do the O'Gorman Knights. Yellowbird up to 10. O'Gorman up to 16. O'Brien spinning on the right block. Goes right wing. Eidsness down low. Kudera back out O'Brien. Extra pass to Eidsness. Back to the right elbow. Here's Kudera again, working the triangles. Right wing now, into the corner. Now back out top. It's Drotzman. Back to the wing. Eidsness thought about the 3. Kicks it to Kudera. He'll take a contested 3. Does not fall. Rebound by Yellowbird. 16-14. Knights still on top by 2. 3:40 and counting to go in this first half. Wheel Dryer drives baseline. Picks up his dribble. Goes down low to Schlimgen. Gets his man to jump. Gets the foul called. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Drotzman gets the foul call on him. His first, team second of this second quarter. Schlimgen's first shot up and good. 17-14 your new score. Eidsness and O'Brien check out for Yankton. Conway and LaCroix check in. They join Drotzman, Reichen, and Kudera. Yellowbird will check, or excuse me. That is Hermanson who was checking out. Yellowbird's just talking with his head coach. Schlimgen's second shot up, no good. Rebound by LaCroix. So 1 for 2 on that trip to the line for Talek Schlimgen. 17-14 your score. Yankton trails by 3, under 3.5 minutes to play. Cease was waiting to check in. I assume, you can assume that was for the shooter then. That miss keeps Schlimgen in the game for now. He's covering Tegan LaCroix right up in his grill on the left wing. Here's Beck Reichen driving inside. Jump stop at the right block. Gets it to the mid-range area for Jackson. Kudera can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound, Austin Conway has it poked away. Still able to get it. Kudera drives inside. Kicks it out to Drotzman. Fresh shot clock for Yankton, under 30 seconds. Drotzman triple teamed. He'll put up the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There were 3 different Knights down on the low block. We'll see who it's called against. They're going to get number 13. That's Matthew Mead on the foul call. Second team foul this second quarter. Under 3 minutes to play. Yankton trails by 3. Drotzman can make it a 1-point game if he goes 2 for 2 here. First shot up. Right iron. Window no good. Cease will check in. He replaces Schlimgen. Second shot for Drotzman. That one's good. So 1 for 2 on that trip to the line for Miles Drotzman. His first point of the game. 17-15 your score. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll take it with him. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. full timeout, so we're back in 1 minute. Yankton trails O'Gorman 17-15 here in the second quarter. We're back in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYN-TV.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Apologies there. Crowd mic didn't get muted during that break, but we're back to live action. 17-15, O'Gorman leads Yankton here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Cease goes out left wing, driving inside. It's Mead on the shot. He's fouled, and one opportunity. Austin Conway going to get called with a foul. It's 19-15 pending the free throw. Shot up and good. Completes the three-point play for Matthew Mead. He's on the board for the first time tonight. And the lead up to 5. 20-15 your score. Yankton trails. Pass down low, Austin Conway. Power dribble, gets the shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Miles Drotzman. Every blue jersey's around him, and Miles Drotzman still gets the shot to fall. During our next break in the action, we might look at that one again. Huge play there for Miles Drotzman, makes it 20-17. Clark with a cross-court pass. Now finds its way to Yellowbird on the left wing. Back out to Clark. Ball moving with a mind of its own for the O'Gorman Knights. Shot up, no good for Mead. Rebound, Wheel Dryer. Second opportunity, his shot's blocked. Quick fire pass on the outlet. Drotzman can't save it. I thought Drotzman saved that one. It was just a little too far out in front of him. Drotzman up to 3 points in this one. Yankton trails by 3. 20-17, O'Gorman over Yankton. Braylon Yellowbird inbounds to Mason Clark. Clark goes left wing here to Wheel Dryer. Back to Yellowbird, now Clark. Left wing, Wheel Dryer. Wheel Dryer, Clark. Back to Wheel Dryer, left wing, 3, up and good. That one dropped perfectly through the cylinder. 23-17, O'Gorman on top. Under 90 seconds to play now in the first half as Kudera goes to Conway. Back to Kudera, now top of the key near the half-court line. Beck Reichen starting the offense. Works a bit off a screen from Conway. Kicks it out, short corner, Eidsness. Cross-court pass, left wing, 3 to Kudera. That one falls. Get those 3 points right back. Kudera letting the crowd know it as well. Jackson Kudera up to 7 points. Lead back down to 3, 23-20. Kudera with the steal. Yankton has numbers in transition. 3 players back for O'Gorman. Pulling at the brakes, goes top of the key to Austin Conway. Yankton now gets into their set. Here's Kudera, picked up by Clark at the top of the key. Goes left wing to Beck Reichen. Reichen was the hero last week against Jefferson. Hit that three-pointer. His time expired to force overtime. And pass knocked away there. Eidsness was trying to swing it across the court, but it was knocked away. Our pass down low, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Conway. He outlets to Eidsness. Shot clock is off. Yankton potentially could tie here to end this first half. Beck Reichen steps into the center circle with the ball. 20 seconds now on the game clock. Mason Clark's going to come meet him. Backs off a little bit. Works off the screen, stolen away. No, foul called against Cease. O'Gorman thought they picked the pocket of Beck Reichen, but the whistle denies them a transition bucket. Should mention as well, checking into the game recently, Jason Troyan, the sophomore center, stands 6'3". Cease will check out. Schlemgen will check in his place. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Yankton down by 3. Eidsness on the inbound goes through the arms of Miles Drotzman, and Coach Haynes, I believe, is arguing that the ball got tipped when it went over the line. That shouldn't have been an over and back. Referees are discussing it. Reichen signaling that it was tipped. But as of right now, the call on the floor is O'Gorman ball and an over and back against Yankton. Coach Haynes, I don't believe likes the explanation he got, but he's been given an explanation for the call on the floor. Under 10 seconds to go. O'Gorman trying to increase their lead before the end of the half. 23-20. Here's a left corner three. Mason Clark rattles around, no good. Rebound, Kudera. No time on the clock. Reichen will let it fly anyway. Give a souvenir to his buddies in the crowd. 23-20 your score as we enter the halftime break. That second quarter of action here on KYNC. And KYN TV comes to an end. 23-20 once again your score. And we're actually going to talk a little post-game here technically. We're going to speak with head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles to start off your halftime report courtesy of Avera. Visit avera.org today. Coach Savvy, welcome in. It was a tough first quarter for your team. 28-3 in that opening stanza. O'Gorman really got on top early. But I love that your team never gave up. They battled back, won the second quarter 17-14, and were much more competitive throughout the rest of the game. What really was the change between that first quarter to the rest of the game for you?
I think just getting our feet under us a little bit and playing with some confidence. We were looking across the court too much against their press to start the game, and just not being aggressive and looking to attack down the court. I feel like we made that adjustment and the girls started to really look to attack the press rather than just kind of play it defensively. And, you know, then when we got to the half court, I feel like when we got our spacing and just kind of, again, attacked, got paint touches, and then got some kicks from it, we shot the ball well, got ourselves some momentum and energy, and continued to use that for the second quarter. And, again, for us to go win a quarter, that's a really good sign for us to take away. And you look at what O'Gorman has done against their schedule. This is just kind of, I mean, they're a very, very good team. And so we had those 3 wins coming into the game. I thought that, you know, to win the second quarter, that's a really good just token for us to take. But we know we can be better as well.
Yeah, for fans or for listeners at home who might not have been around in the pregame, O'Gorman on average outscoring their opponents by just under 28 points a night. This is a very, very good O'Gorman team, and you guys were, like I said, after the first quarter, very competitive with them. A couple players I want to talk about. Eden Wolfgram, feels like we talk about her every game. She finishes with 16 points, which ties for the game high. And then Kelson Wells extended her range a little bit. A couple 3-pointers for her. She finishes with 8 points this evening.
Yeah. You know, I thought both of them did a great job. Once they settled in and, again, kind of just started to go on the attack, they did a good job finding some shots. It was good to see Kelson just kind of step into those perimeter shots with some confidence. And I thought Eden did a good job hitting some outside shots, but then also attacking the paint a little bit as well and finding some gaps in the zone. And, you know, I think one player that we're going to throw on top of that, Jocelyn Elwood, I thought just did a good job having very good touch with the ball. There weren't a lot of like long moments, but getting the ball, finding the next open player, keeping it moving, and then doing a good job on defense as well. I think we got to give her some credit for just kind of being one of those glue players tonight that continued to keep the team moving and organized.
Yeah, every team needs those players that hold things together, and Jocelyn, like you said, played very, very well tonight when it came to beating the press and defensively. You guys have a very busy week. You go back on the road on Thursday. You got a makeup game against the Huron Tigers at Huron Arena. And then you're back home Friday for the #1 team in the class in Brandon Valley. So what are you looking forward to in those 2 games coming up Thursday, Friday?
Yeah, you know, when you go and play Huron, an ESD matchup, you know that it's going to be physical defense. We've got to be ready for a fight. We talked about the word fight tonight going into O'Gorman, on our home court. We got to be ready to go bring the fight to Huron on Thursday and just get after it defensively. Again, when we continue to be at our best, and even in that second quarter tonight, it's when defense drives our offense and we just are able to play, get the rebound, play fast, go run. So we want to see that against Huron on Thursday. We're excited for that matchup, and we know that it's going to be a fight, but one that we feel really good about how we match up in that game. And so got to go into that one with good spirits, ready to rock, and then Friday will come when it comes, but Thursday first.
Yeah, you got to take it one day at a time. You can't think too much about the Lynx when you got the Tigers on deck. But we'll be there covering that game with you on Thursday. Coach, safe trip for you on Thursday with the team when you go up to Huron. And thanks for coming up and talking here for a post-game interview. And good luck to you guys next game out.
Thank you very much. Go Gazelles.
That was head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles here on KYNT, KYN-TV. We're in your halftime show courtesy of Avera. We're going to take a quick break, 2 minutes, and then come back here live to have your halftime report here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in 2 minutes.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
we offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back. Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes, or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Welcome back on your halftime report, courtesy of Avera. Visit Avera.org today. Let's look at your stat recap, courtesy of Mayor Signs. After that first half of play, Owen Eidsness leads Yankton in scoring with 8, followed by 7 from Jackson Kudera, 3 from Miles Drotzman, and 2 from Beck Reichen. Braylon Yellowbird leads O'Gorman and has the game high with 10 points tonight. Jackson Wildryer has 5, 3 from Matthew Mead, 2 each from Alex Christian and Camden Cease, and 1 from Talek Schlimgen. That's your scoring tonight. O'Gorman outscored Yankton 11-8 in the first quarter. The two teams tied at 12 each in the second quarter to give us our 23-20 halftime score. Out of town scoreboard on the way, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. Window cleaning for commercial or residential at Top Notch Window Cleaning. Brighten your days. Other games going on around AA in boys basketball. Sioux Falls Lincoln leads Sioux Falls Washington 46-35 in the third quarter. Harrisburg's up 41-27 on Brookings in the third. Pierre leads Aberdeen at the start of the fourth quarter, 41-17. And Mitchell and Huron just getting underway, 0-0 in the first quarter. No score updates yet from Sturgis Brown against Hill City or Spearfish against St. Thomas More. And your Nebraska basketball update. Oh, it's a sad update for me. 3 seconds remaining on online right now. The scoreboard in Michigan, the number 3 ranked Michigan Wolverines lead the number 5 ranked undefeated Nebraska Cornhuskers 75-72 late in the second half. That is Unfortunate for me. Hopefully Nebraska hit a 3. I don't have any live updates about where exactly everything is in the game, just the scoreboard online. But Nebraska basketball, this was their tough test week between Michigan today and then Illinois later this week. I believe that's on Sunday. So I digress. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. We got about 90 seconds left in the halftime break, so we're going to take a quick break, come back in 1 minute, and then we'll have your second half of action here on KYNT, KYN TV. Back in 1 minute.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. We offer expertise and experience, where your long-term eye care is our concern. State-of-the-art technology, where we never lose sight of quality. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
FM 1021 and AM 1450. KYNT, Yankton.
(23-20) your score coming out of the halftime break here at the Summit Activities Center in Yankton. O'Gorman leads Yankton. 16 minutes have been played, 16 minutes left to decide a winner. If it's anything like Yankton's last game, though, they might need more than just 16 minutes. We'll see how it shakes out tonight. Try to see who the 5 on the floor will be for both teams. If they go back to their starting 5s to start the second half of play, for Yankton, that would be Beck Reichen, Owen Eidsness, Jackson Kudera, Tegan LaCroix, and Austin Conway. For O'Gorman, that'd be Braylon Yellowbird, Camden Cease, Chase Hermanson, Mason Clark, and Jackson Wildry. And it looks exactly like what it is for O'Gorman. And that is the same for Yankton. Starting 5s on the floor for both teams to start the second half. We switch sides, so Yankton goes right to left in their white jerseys as you see it and hear it. O'Gorman, their blue jerseys, will go left to right. Beck Reichen off the inbound. He'll cross the halfway line with ball in his right hand. Goes to Jackson Cooter on the left wing. Now left corner. Tegan LaCroix down low. Austin Conway working from the left block. Spins baseline. Double teamed. Kicks it out to Owen Eidsness. He's open for 3. All that space is going to tie the game. Owen Eidsness gets the second half going quick, fast, and in a hurry. He's now got a game-high 11 points. 23-23 your score. Here's Yellowbird on the right wing. Goes top of the key to Clark. Clark to Wheeldryer. The left elbow. Cease. Hands it off. Driving baseline. Hermanson gets 2 right back. Puts O'Gorman back on top. Chase Hermanson on the board for the first time tonight. Owen Eidsness driving the lane. He'll kick it out to Beck Reichen. Reichen will go dribble out near the midcourt line. Top of the key, thought about the straightaway 3. Kicks it off to Jackson Kudera, now left wing to LaCroix. Working off a bit of a screen from Kudera. He's picked up by Wheeldryer, kicks it into the left corner. Kudera covered by Clark, now left wing. LaCroix, right wing. Eidsness, under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Yankton's got to put something up. Now under 3 seconds. Kudera, Eidsness takes the dribble, just puts up a floater and gets it to fall. Owen Eidsness at the buzzer there. Ties us back up at 25. Eidsness up to 13. Kicks into the left corner here. Hermanson drives inside, out to Wheeldryer. His 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Beck Reichen. Reichen shaking his head. Got a little bit of contact there from Hermanson. After getting that rebound, Reichen goes left wing. Kudera down low. Conway, power dribble, up with it in the lane. No good. Gets his own rebound. Pass to LaCroix. Out to the left corner, now left wing. Top of the key, the ball goes. Working the ball around the perimeter, finds its way to Jackson Kudera on the right wing. Kudera driving inside, under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Eidsness, heat check 3, no good, off the face of Austin Conway. And rebounded by Cease. 25-25 your score. Yankton and O'Gorman tied. Yellowbird starts to drive inside, he is fouled by Beck Reichen. First team foul of the third quarter going against the Bucks. First personal foul on Riken as well. Christian will check in for O'Gorman. He'll replace Hermanson. So it's Christian, Wheeldryer, Clark, Cease, and Yellowbird on the floor for the Knights. Right wing goes to Clark. Abe O'Brien waiting to check in for the Bucks. Clark goes left wing. Cease, bounce pass down low. Christian loses the ball. Stolen away by Beck Riken. It was the defense of Austin Conway that caused the loose ball. Riken controlling it for the Bucks. He's dribbling out near the top of the key. Right wing, he'll go to Tegan LaCroix. LaCroix working on Cease, down low. Conway, bounce pass, left corner, now left wing. Riken for three, side iron, no good. Christian saves it, gets it to Cease. Good rebound there for O'Gorman. Yellowbird in transition off the pass from Cease, dribbling near the free throw line. Goes right corner, driving inside, tough shot, no good for Wheeldryer. On the outlet, Eisnes in transition. Defender behind him, doesn't matter. Yankton takes the lead. Transition bucket for Owen Eisnes. Bucks on top, 27-25. Here on the right wing, Clark goes right corner to Wheeldryer. Back out top to Clark, spinning off of Tegan LaCroix. Pass down low, Cease trying to work from the baseline. Out to Wheeldryer, good ball movement. Yellowbird on the left wing, goes inside, puts up a shot from the left block. He is fouled. Yellowbird will go to the line for two. Gets groans from the Yankton faithful, but judging by the reaction of head coach Chris Haynes, he's more upset with the defense than the call. Second team foul here in the second quarter. First personal foul on Tegan LaCroix. .445 to go in the third quarter. First shot up and good for Yellowbird. Makes it 27-26. Yellowbird has a team high 11 points for O'Gorman. Conway and LaCroix check out. Drotzman and O'Brien check in. Kudera, Eisnes, and Riken stay on the floor for Yankton. It's the same five on the floor for O'Gorman. Yellowbird at the line. No, check that. Matthew Mead just checked in. Yellowbird with his second shot. Up and gets it to fall. We're back tied at 27. Yellowbird 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. He's at 12. Beck Riken with it. Pushing down the left flank. Spins out of it. He's covered by Braylon Yellowbird all the way up the court. Trying to work off a screen from O'Brien. Goes left wing to Drotzman. Back out top. O'Brien. Yankton moving the ball around the perimeter. Kudera surveys the scene. O'Brien cuts to the basket, but Kudera kicks left corner. Riken thought about the three, doesn't take it. Now down low, working from the left block. Abe O'Brien. Pass out to Owen Eisnes. There's a foul called before the pass. It's going to go against O'Gorman. They're going to get Jackson Wheeldryer on the foul. First personal foul, first team foul here in the third quarter. Inbound goes to Abe O'Brien. Fresh 35 seconds on the shot clock for Yankton. Drotzman spinning at the top of the key. Goes out to Riken to start the offense. Riken, left wing to Eisnes. Eisnes, a couple dribbles with the right hand, picks it up, goes left wing. O'Brien, he'll drive baseline, trying to go to work on Yellowbird. Tough shot through two defenders. Matthew Mead closed down as well. But Abe O'Brien gets on the board. 29-27. Yankton on top by two. Riken with the steal. No. Blocking foul called against Miles Drotzman. Moans and groans from the Yankton faithful on that one. Second personal foul on Drotzman. Third team foul on the Bucks. With 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Mead to inbound for O'Gorman. He'll inbound, taken quickly by Wheeldryer in the left corner. O'Gorman back on top. 30-29 here on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. Here's Kudera. Flips it down floor to Abe O'Brien. Scoop pass back to Riken. Near midcourt. Riken to Kudera on the left wing. Driving near the free throw line. He's double teamed in the paint. Now Eisnes working from the right elbow. Back out to Kudera. Beyond the arc, pass down low. O'Brien going to work on Christian, trying to muscle through him. Doesn't get there, gets it out to Kudera. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Yellowbird. 30-29, your score line remains. O'Gorman up one. Yellowbird in transition, kicks it out to the right corner. Mead can't handle the pass. The pass was a little low and away. Still one that I believe Matthew Mead is going to want back. Kudera to inbound now for Yankton. 30-29 your score here in the third quarter. Just over 3 minutes to play. Now 3 minutes to play in the third. Reichen to Kudera. Now here's Drotzman on the left wing. Drotzman will dish to the left corner. Reichen looking for an option. He'll drive off of it, goes into the paint, kicks it out to Drotzman on the right wing. Back to Abe O'Brien in the short corner near the left elbow. Pass tipped away and stolen away by Braylon Yellowbird. He's in transition. Kudera back defensively, shot up and good. Yellowbird with some great body control to sneak around Kudera there on the drive. He's up to 14. Foul at the other end here. Substitutions here for O'Gorman. Yellowbird checks out along with Mason Clark. Checking in, Camden Cease and Chase Hermanson. Beck Reichen to inbound for Yankton. 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Long pass goes out to the top to Miles Drotzman. He'll find its way to Owen Eidsness. Now working from the short post. Dribbling down to the left block is Abe O'Brien. Picked up his dribble, kicks it out to Drotzman at the top of the key. 20 seconds on the shot clock, still time to operate for Yankton. O'Brien fakes the shot, drives inside. He'll put up the runner from the block, no good. Rebound by Cease. O'Gorman with the possession, up 3. 32-29 your score here in the third quarter. Pass down low. Up with it, Hermanson, no good. Rebound, Eidsness. Good defense there by Abe O'Brien and company. Eidsness in transition. He'll kick it out to Beck Reichen. Reichen will go to the top of the key. Reichen, Kudera drives down low, knocked away. Kudera clapping his hands. He's upset with himself because he had the last touch on it. It's O'Gorman ball after the turnover. Just over 90 seconds to play. Conway was going to check in, but O'Gorman had already inbounded, so he'll have to wait his turn. 32-29, 90 seconds to go now. O'Gorman up 3. Christian, right wing to Wheeldryer. Wheeldryer to Hermanson in the corner. Back to Wheeldryer. Looking down low, back to Hermanson. Travel gets called on Chase Hermanson. Austin Conway will check in. He'll replace Abe O'Brien. It'll be Conway, Reichen, Kudera, Drotzman, and Eidsness on the floor. Braylon Yellowbird checking back in for O'Gorman as well. He'll replace Chase Hermanson. 32-29 here in quarter number 3. The 5-4 O'Gorman Knights, the 1-8 Yankton Bucks in a battle here inside the Summit Activities Center. Said all year long, Yankton is better than that record may suggest. They played a lot of tough teams. Austin Conway near the top of the key, goes right corner to Beck Reichen, drives inside, puts up the leaner, no good. Rebound by O'Gorman. It was officially secured by Christian. Outlet pass goes right corner. Yellowbird now to Cease in the short corner. Pass down low, stolen away. Kudera got the poke. Isaac secured it, goes to Beck Reichen in a flash. He's at the rim. 32-31 your score. Beck Reichen up to 4 points. Yankton trails by 1. About a 6-second difference, maybe a 7-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Yellowbird on the right wing, goes back to Cease on the left wing. Now Meade. He'll go to Wheeldryer. Wheeldryer to Yellowbird. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down low to Cease. He's covered by Austin Conway. Cease spinning out to Yellowbird. Right wing 3. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. No. Defensive rebound secured by Eidsness. 4 seconds. Now 3. Eidsness to Conway. He'll just let it go. No good on that one. Yellowbird puts up a shot. Hits back iron at the buzzer. I think the referee signaling it wouldn't have counted anyway. 32-31, your score at the end of the third quarter. That third quarter of play from Farmers Union Insurance and First Chiropractic Center. We're back in 1 minute with your final stanza here from the Summit Activities Center. Yankton trails 32-31 at the break.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Larry's is having a duct cleaning sale. Right now, have your ducts cleaned by Larry's Heating and Cooling and get 20% off. This is the time of year we spend a lot of time indoors, and it's a great time to clean out all that dust, allergens, and whatever else is in your vents. And for a limited time, get 20% off. Call Larry's now and schedule your duct cleaning and breathe easy this winter. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 24 down, 8 to go to potentially decide a winner here inside the Summit Activity Center. 32-31 your score. O'Gorman up 1 on Yankton. It's been a competitive night at the office for both these teams. Game high, 15 points right now for Owen Eidsness. His closest competitor is Braylon Yellowbird with 14 for O'Gorman. Possession arrow switches back to Yankton there off of the inbound. Eidsness almost poked that away from Mason Clark. O'Gorman able to keep possession, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to operate. Yellowbird in the right corner. Starters dribble on the right wing, kicks it back out. Right corner three. Hermanson gets it to fall. 4-point lead now for O'Gorman, 35-31. Hermanson up to 5 points. The opening salvo of the fourth quarter. Reichen thought about answering, goes right wing to Eidsness. Cross-court pass, tipped away by Cease and out of play. It'll be Yankton to inbound here. Reichen inbounds to Conway. Back to Reichen immediately. Fakes the left corner three. Drives inside near the left elbow. Goes out to Drotzman. Back to Reichen. Reichen, top of the key, O'Brien. Couple up fakes. Working out of the triple threat. Goes left corner. Three ball. Reichen, side iron, no good. Rebound by O'Gorman. The Knights lead 35-31 here in the fourth quarter. Whistle's going to blow for a timeout taken. A full timeout for O'Gorman. I wonder if Coach Roby saw something he didn't like out there on the floor. But a full timeout, we'll take it with him. 35-31 your score. Yankton trails by 4. We're back in 1 minute.
I am John Marquardt, and I'm running for District 18 State Representative. I'm currently chair of the Yankton County Commission. I was born and raised in rural South Dakota and have an ag business background. I am a conservative that fights to keep taxes low, supports law enforcement, and I'll look out for the best interests of District 18.
Vote for John Marquardt for District 18 State Representative in the Republican primary, paid for by friends of John Marquardt.
Yankton fans, every drive, every rebound, and every fast break lights up the gym, and Sparkling Ice is here to keep that game day spirit buzzing. With bold fruit flavors, zero sugar, and a cool burst of refreshment, it's the perfect companion whether you're in the stands or celebrating a big win on the way home. Fuel the roar of the crowd and the rhythm of the court with Sparkling Ice. Grab yours today and cheer on the Bucks and Gazelles all season long. Sparkling Ice, flavor that plays hard.
Back to live action here in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes to play. Yankton trails by 4. 35-31 your score. O'Gorman on top. O'Gorman coming in today 9th in Class AA. Yankton ranked 20th in the seed point standings. Yellowbird on the right wing, drives inside, Euro step, dumps it off, shot up and good. That's Truin. His first bucket of the night comes in the fourth quarter. Reichen, knowing his team's down 6, kicks to the right corner. Kudera now right wing, O'Brien back to Reichen. Still working from the right side of the floor. Reichen will dish to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Eidsness, he's fouled. Mason Clark's going to get called to the foul call. First team foul of the fourth quarter for either squad. This is the first personal foul on Mason Clark. Not a lot of fouls tonight. It's a little bit of a trouble spot in the second quarter. Yankton, in the third quarter, excuse me, Yankton got up to 3 team fouls just last quarter, but didn't go past there. Here is Beck Reichen dribbling out near the top of the key. Works off a screen from O'Brien. Kicks it out to Eidsness on the left wing. Top of the key, Kudera has some space. Takes it, no good. Rebound for O'Gorman. It was Truin who got the rebound. He'll distribute to Cease. Right wing, Yellowbird drives inside. A jumping pass as he's flying by the basket. Three-pointer, no good for Mason Clark. Long outlet pass, picked off by Clark. Clark to Yellowbird, cross-court pass. Hermanson in the left corner. Takes the step back three, gets it to fall. A 9-point lead for O'Gorman off that Chase Hermanson three-pointer. He's got 6 in the fourth quarter alone, 8 total. Drotzman drives inside, and a whistle's going to blow down low. Yankton will keep possession. Foul goes against Mason Clark. Second personal foul, second team foul. Austin Conway checks in. Abel Bryan checks out. 40-31 your score. O'Gorman has pulled away a bit in this fourth quarter. Long pass aimed for Conway, saved by Drotzman, but taken away by Cease. In transition, spins off of Drotzman, kicks it down low. Yellowbird, he is fouled hard. Knocked to the court, and Yellowbird's going to go to the line for 2. He's been effective at the charity stripe tonight. Went 2 for 2 in his earlier trip. He's 3 for 3 on the game, completed a 3-point play back in the second quarter. Yellowbird was the leading scorer for O'Gorman in their last game. He's already up to 14 points in this one with 5:30 still to go and potentially 2 more at the line here. First shot for Yellowbird. No good. I apologize to Braylon Yellowbird. Probably a little bit of the commentator jinx there. And Chris Haynes signaling for a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. 40-31 your score. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe patients should understand their treatment, not just receive it. That's why they show you x-rays and photos, explain the why, and keep you informed every step of the way. They treat patients of all ages and especially love caring for kids. Most pediatric treatments are done right in the office, trying to limit trips out of town. So come see Elwood Family Dental Care today, located at 19th and Broadway, where they take care of the entire family.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Braylon Yellowbird at the line. A 9-point lead for O'Gorman. He missed his first before the timeout. Now his second shot up. That one does fall, so a 10-point advantage now for O'Gorman. Yellowbird will check out with 15 points on the night. He will be replaced by Jackson Wheeldryer. 41-31 your score. 5.5 minutes to go. Yankton needs to answer here as it's been all O'Gorman in this fourth quarter. 9-0 run to start the fourth. Here's Kudera at the top of the key. Goes right wing to Eidsness. Now into the corner, Beck Reichen. Reichen cross-court pass, goes up for it, does Kudera to save the possession. Pass down low. Eidsness wanted Conway. Found O'Gorman. A cease on the steal. Down to the right wing, now goes into the corner to Mason Clark. This is a big possession for Yankton's defense. They want to keep this at 10 points with now under 5 minutes to play. Wheeldryer, left wing. Now Clark on the right wing. He'll go into the corner to Cease. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now Clark. Double teamed as he drives the lane. Spins at the left block. Kicks it out to Wheeldryer. He'll drive inside. Bounce pass goes out of play. Last touch O'Gorman. Yankton's defense forcing a turnover there. Kudera will inbound here to Reichen. Reichen will cross the half-court line with 4:38 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Eidsness now to Reichen. Thought about the left corner three. Kicks it down low. Kudera up with it, and one opportunity for Jackson Kudera. Kudera, the team's leading scorer so far this season, now up to 9 points. Could crack double figures if he puts this one away. It's the second personal foul on Wheeldryer. Third team foul in this fourth quarter. Kudera with the free throw up, front iron, no good. Rebound secured by Yankton momentarily. Conway, he got it. Timeout called at the perfect time by Coach Haynes. Right as Austin Conway grabbed that one. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. 41-33 your score. Yankton trails by 8. We're back in 1 minute after this timeout from Kaiser Heating and Cooling.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof.
Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
Moving is hard work. This is Deb Speck from Vision Real Estate, and I'd like to show you how I can make moving a little easier. From advice on staging your home, providing moving boxes, and the use of our enclosed courtesy trailer, to the behind-the-scenes social media marketing and attention to detail, you can rest easy knowing that you have an experienced professional working for you. Call me, Deb Speck, at 605-664-5555.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Under 4.5 to play. Yankton trails by 8, but they have the ball. Jackson Kudera goes out top to Owen Eisness. Now left wing, back to Kudera. Kudera, little shimmy shake, spins into the paint, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Austin Conway gets it out to Beck Reichen. Reichen tries to get it to Kudera, almost stolen away. Kudera fighting for the ball. Timeout taken by O'Gorman. And they're going to rule that it was possession O'Gorman. I thought it was dueling possession, but we're right back to a break from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Just 30 seconds. We just came back, so we'll keep it right here. But 41-33 your score. O'Gorman gets possession with a clutch timeout there from Coach Roby. A little tick for tack after Coach Haynes just did the same thing for Yankton. Your stat update real quick. Jackson Kudera's got 9. He's the only buck to score in this fourth quarter. With that bucket just a few moments ago. 15 points is the team high for Yankton from Owen Eisness. It is tied for the game high as Braylon Yellowbird has 15 for O'Gorman. Coming out of this timeout, Yankton needs to get the ball back. Just over 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 41-33 your score. It's an 8-point game, and it's been a fun night at the office so far in this one. Here's Mason Clark crossing the halfway line. He'll go right wing. Back to Clark at the top of the key. Back to the right wing, Wheel Dryer. Thought about going back to Clark. Jason Truen just checked back into the game. He's down low trying to work on the low post. Back to Clark now on the left wing. Clark taking time off the clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass into the corner. Cease drives baseline. Kicks it to Truen. Out of play. Last touch Yankton. Possession maintained by O'Gorman with 10 seconds on the shot clock. And we're going to see Braylon Yellowbird check back into the game, the leading scorer right now for O'Gorman. Inbound goes to Clark. He's open for 3. No good. Rebound, Jackson Kudera. He comes down and secures it, gives it off to Beck Reichen. And Reichen pushing the tempo, does not pull the reins as he gives it up to Owen Eisness. Back to Reichen in the left corner. Bounce pass aimed at Austin Conway. Out of bounds, last touch by O'Gorman. But denying the entry pass, big there for the Knights. 41-33 your score. Yankton trails by 8. Inbound goes to Austin Conway. He'll hand it right back off to Beck Reichen. Reichen spins, looks for options, goes out top. Owen Eisness, now right wing Jackson Kudera. He's covered by Mason Clark. In and out dribble. Top of the key to Drotzman. Miles Drotzman will give it off to Beck Reichen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Yankton has to move quickly. Pass tipped away. Truen in transition. Loses the ball. All's well that ends okay, I guess, for the Yankton Bucks, but an errant pass almost led to a fast break bucket. Scoreline remains 41-33. Reichen dribbling it out as he's bringing it across the half-court line. Just over 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Reichen with the dribble handoff to Eisness. Eisness works off a screen from Conway. Now back to Reichen in the left corner. He'll go left wing to Kudera. Down low, Conway has some space. Too much on that one. Too strong on the hook. Just over 2.5 to play now. Yankton still down by 8. Mason Clark was looking to get it back to a 10-point game. No, I thought it was tipped by Beck Reichen, but it was just an errant pass, goes out of play. Inbound here for Yankton. Abe O'Brien ready to check in for the Bucks, and a timeout going to be taken by O'Gorman as well. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. 41-33 your score. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Yankton trails by 8, but they have possession with 2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. 41-33 your score. Yankton has been held to just 2 points in this fourth quarter. They got to get the offense going. Like I said, just 2 points through the first 5.5 minutes of the fourth. Kudera trying to change that here. He spins. He's the one that has the 2 points. He is fouled by either Cease or Yellowbird. They were double teaming him. They're going to get Yellowbird with it. Fourth team foul on O'Gorman, so Yankton will be shooting free throws for the remainder of the period on fouls. Yellowbird, that was just his first personal. O'Brien goes up with it, double clutch, gets the layup to fall. O'Brien on the board again for Yankton. He's got 4, lead is down to 6. Just over 2 minutes to play. Here's Cease with it on the left wing, going to work on Eisness. Now to Yellowbird on the right wing. He'll give it up to Mason Clark. Clark to Cease. Dribbling with the left hand off the left wing. Step back near the left corner. He'll go out to Yellowbird. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 57 on the game clock. And a timeout going to be taken by O'Gorman. Just a 30-second, we'll take it with them. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Never mind, it's going to be a full timeout. We still will take it with them, but we're back in a minute. 41-35 your score. Yankton trails by 6. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Right now, Moody Motors has 4 2024 Ford Edges on the lot, SEL and titanium packages. Also just in is a 2022 Ford Expedition with only 38,000 miles on it, and a 2021 Chevy Traverse all-wheel drive. On our new F-150s, we have 0.9% financing or $6,000 in rebates off. New or used, you will save money on your next vehicle purchase right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
You're in the mood for Moody.
At Boston Shoes to Boots, we know the importance of good shoes to keep you performing at your best. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent running to and from your kids' sports practices, or an exercise or comfort enthusiast, come get fitted in the perfect pair of athletic shoes from Brooks, Hoka, or New Balance. Exceptional quality and technology, the right shoe depends on you. So stop in and see us at Boston Shoes to Boots, located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street.
41-35 your score. Yankton down 6 with under 2 minutes to play. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock to operate here for Mason Clark. He's picked up at half court by Owen Eisness. Goes right corner. Wheel dryer. Back out top to Clark. 4 seconds. Now 3, 2, 1. Wheel dryer launches it straight away. 3, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Yankton possession. Minute 43 to go. Down 6. It'll be Jackson Kudera to inbound. He will go to Beck Reichen. Reichen. You gotta think Yankton's gonna want to push the tempo here. Down 6 points, and Reichen does just that in a hurry to the rim. Gets the left hand finish. Beck Reichen up to 6. The lead down to 4. 41-37. Drotzman hounding Cease right in front of the O'Gorman bench. He goes to Clark. Euro step. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Kudera with just over a minute 10 to play. He'll outlet to Beck Reichen. 4-point game. Reichen to Drotzman in the right corner. Drotzman out top to Owen Eisness. Operating the offense here. Eisness spins into the paint. Out left corner. Reichen for 3. No good off the back iron. A scramble for the ball leads to a foul call. I think they're going to get Abe O'Brien on the foul. It was a good look for Beck Reichen. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. 41-37 your score. Yankton down 4. O'Gorman will be in possession of the ball. Braylon Yellowbird to inbound. Yellowbird goes to Cease. Back to Yellowbird. Drotzman's going to pick him up full court. Yellowbird tries to get around him, does get some space, but he's fouled. on the arm by Drotzman. That's the third team foul against Yankton in this fourth quarter. It's the fourth personal against Drotzman. And a whistle's gonna blow. Beck Reichen on the foul. His second personal, fourth team foul. Yankton had one foul to give, and they give it right there. So here's Cease trying to get across. He's double teamed near the out of bounds line. A timeout is taken. He was about to step out. It's a full timeout from O'Gorman. We'll take it with him. 41-37 your score. This timeout from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. We're back in 1 minute from the Summit Activities Center.
Looking for your next unforgettable vacation? Enter Yankton Thrive's Great Yankton Adventure Giveaway. You could win a free vacation packed with overnight stays, local dining, and even a guided fishing experience on the beautiful Missouri River. A total value of over $3,000. It's easy to enter and totally free. Head to our website, visit yanktonsd.com, and follow the giveaway link. Don't miss your chance to experience the best of Yankton. Explore more, adventure often, visit Yankton.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Welcome back live here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 37 points on the board for Yankton, but they trail by 4. It's 41-37 with 43 seconds remaining. 28 seconds on the shot clock. A long inbound pass goes to Braylon Yellowbird. They're trying to trap him. Yellowbird throws it down court. Wheeldryer with it, picked up by Kudera, and he's going to be fouled by Kudera. That should send Wheeldryer to the line in a 4-point game. 36 seconds remaining on the game clock. Wheeldryer will go to the line for 2. In today's game, he's got 8 points. Has not scored in the fourth quarter. First shot is up and no good for Wheeldryer. Yankton's got to box out here if Wheeldryer misses the second. The worst thing they could give up on a missed shot is an offensive rebound. Wheeldryer. Yankton student section doing their best to distract him. Second shot, nothing but net. 5-point game. Eidsness inbounds quick to Beck Reichen. O'Gorman on a full court press. Reichen crosses the timing line. He'll hand it off to Miles Drotzman. Driving inside, jump stop at the right block. Has his pocket picked. Scramble for the ball. Eidsness still gets it. Left corner, Reichen, shot fake, open 3, gets it to fall. Beck Reichen with the biggest shot of the night so far. The cardiac kid this week. 42-40 your score. Reichen had the 3 to force overtime last Tuesday. He's got a 3 to make it a 2-point game with 20 seconds left tonight. Timeout taken on the floor. I didn't see if it was a 30 or a 60, so I'm not gonna risk it. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Let's watch that sequence again in your Vision Care Associates replay. Scramble for the ball down low. Somehow Eidsness still has it. Reichen up fake. Patience. Finds his time. Buries the shot. Makes it a 2-point game. 42-40. Yankton still needs to get the ball back somehow. Whether it's through fouling and hoping they miss one of the 2 free throws or what have you, Yankton needs to get that ball back. Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton breaks the huddle. The 5 on the floor for the Bucks. It's going to be Jackson Kudera, Owen Eidsness, Beck Reichen, Miles Drotzman, and Tegan LaCroix. 4 O'Gorman. Cam DeCease coming out, along with Jackson Wheeldryer, Chase Hermanson, Mason Clark, and Braylon Yellowbird. So starting 5 on the floor for the Knights. O'Gorman to inbound. It'll be Hermanson from right below my position. Got a bird's eye view of this one. Hermanson trying to find some space. Inbound to Mason Clark. Fouled immediately by Beck Reichen. Less than a second came off the clock. It was 20.7 seconds. That foul came in at 19.9 seconds. 42-40. And these are huge free throws for Mason Clark. If you're Yankton, you hope he misses both, but preferred scenario is at least one to make it a one-possession game. Talek Schlimgen waiting to check in as well for O'Gorman. First shot up for Clark is good. Clark makes it a 3-point game. Abe O'Brien will check in, replacing Tegan LaCroix. A rebound is paramount here if this second shot is missed. Yankton student section getting loud again. Clark shot up, front iron, no good. Rebound cease, stolen away. Jackson Kudera, 3-point game, 15 seconds, now 14. Abe O'Brien on the right corner. Hounding defense being played by O'Gorman. Pass stolen away by Cease. Given to Talek Schlimgen. Poked away from behind. He's fouled. 6 seconds left. And that might be all she wrote for the Bucks in this one. Another tightly contested ball game that might just end up going the other way in the last minutes. Schlimgen just checked in for this one. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. First shot up is good. Clutch shot there from a young player in Schlimgen. Only a sophomore for this O'Gorman squad. His second point of the night. He went 1 for 2 on a trip earlier to the line. Second shot up. No good. Rebound Drotzman. He gives it to Eidsness. 3 seconds. Now 2 seconds. Kudera at the buzzer. He is fouled on the shot. If that had gone in, it would have been a shot at a 4-point play. But it does not go in. Kudera with a chance for 3 at the line. It's only 0.3 seconds on the game clock. Not sure what Yankton can really draw up here. Beck Reichen asking for more time on the clock. Kudera first shot up and good. Kudera, second shot. Just as good as the first. And now, I assume the game plan is hit the rim and immediately put up a putback shot. As soon as the ball hits your hands, it's got to be going back to the rim. There's 0.3 seconds on the game clock. Kudera puts it up. Hits back iron, rebounded by O'Gorman. That's going to do it. 44-42 your score. A late run from Yankton falls short inside the Summit Activities Center. It was quite a performance. They're going to be talking about another clutch shot from Beck Reichen for a little longer, but unfortunately coming up short in the end for the Yankton Bucks. 44-42 your score. And what was a very, very fun game to call this evening. We are going to go to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We'll come back in 3 minutes and start things with your post-game report here from the Summit Activities Center as the Bucks fall 44-42.
When disaster strikes, whether it's water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust, Floor Tech Cleaning and Restoration. With 24/7 emergency service, they respond fast to protect your home or business and then restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve Southeast South Dakota and Northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls, with disaster cleanup or carpet and duct cleaning too. If your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech. Visit FloorTechRestoration.com.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Feeling like your energy's taken a time out? Do you suffer from poor sleep, joint pain, irritability, hot flashes, or brain fog? It's time for your comeback. At Glow Aesthetics Med Spa, our Bio-T hormone replacement therapy can help restore energy, balance, and vitality so you can feel your best anywhere life takes you. It starts with a simple consultation and lab work. Then we customize your treatment to fit you. Don't sit on the sideline of life. Feel your best. Book your consultation today at theglowsd.com. That's theglowsd.com.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Traum and the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. They serve Yankton, Vermilion, Sioux Falls, and Northeast Nebraska. We'll kick things off with your stat recap, courtesy of Mayor Signs. It's time to review the look of your business's signage. Let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs. They got lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. 15 points for Owen Ides, the team high. 11 points to follow him from Jackson Kudera, 9 from Beck Reichen, 4 from Abe O'Brien, and 3 from Miles Drotzman. As for O'Gorman, Braylon Yellowbird led the way, tying for the game high with Owen Ides with 15 points. 8 points each from Chase Hermanson and Jackson Wheeldryer. 2 points each from a variety of players. Camden Cease, Talek Schlimgen, Alex Christian, and Jason Truin. 3 points from Matthew Mead. 1 point tonight from Mason Clark. That was a fun matchup to call, right down to the wire. It's obviously a little heartbreaking in the end when Yankton falls, but that's one of the reasons we play the game. That's a lot of fun here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're going to go to break, come back in 3 minutes and keep things rolling. If head coach Chris Haynes is up here, we'll talk to him. If not, we'll crown your players of the game here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in 3 minutes.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With OptiMap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. OptiMap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your OptiMap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off or non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Clearer vision starts closer to home. Yankton Medical Clinic is excited to welcome the new YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Kindle and Dr. Rockney offer routine eye exams, prescriptions for glasses and contacts, and emergency care for sudden eye injuries. No more long drives to larger cities for advanced eye care. Dr. Trevor Kindle is the only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon right here in Yankton. Located on the 3rd floor of the Avera Pavilion, call 605-655-1830 to schedule. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Still waiting head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks. So we're going to crown your players of the game here in your post-game show, courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. We'll start on the defensive side of the ball from Olson's Pest Technicians. Residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Owen Eisness was jumping the passing lanes again. Now he led the team in scoring with 15 points on the night. But defensively, turning defense into offense is what really sparked him this evening. So defensive player of the game, very deserved for Owen Eisness. Another excellent defensive performance for him. Offensive player of the game, I'm going to go with Beck Reichen. And am I a prisoner of the moment maybe a little bit with that clutch three-pointer from the left corner that he hit? Maybe. But Beck Reichen, now back-to-back games, has hit a clutch 3 with under a minute to go for this Yankton Bucks squad. Unfortunately, Yankton has fallen in both of those games. Tonight, 44-42 in regulation. Last week, 49-47 in overtime. But Beck Reichen, more than deserving of some recognitions for his play out there on the floor. He is your offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee. We are going to go back to break here. Still waiting head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks for your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYNTV.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation. Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back. Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A new year usually brings out the best of intentions in people to get back in shape. Exercising and eating right are just the start of getting healthy. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson at First Chiropractic Centers. Our doctors are trained to recommend therapeutic and rehabilitative exercise, as well as provide nutritional, dietary, and lifestyle counseling, all of which are important components in your overall health and wellness. Start your year off right with a call to First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. Let's go to your out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. Window cleaning for commercial or residential. Let Top Notch Window Cleaning brighten your days. So we take a look at the other games around Class AA. Boys and girls this evening. We'll start on the boys' side of things in Class AA. O'Gorman defeats Yankton 44-42. Harrisburg over Brookings 61-39. Pierre over Aberdeen Central 53-31. Sioux Falls Lincoln defeats Sioux Falls Washington 70-55. Huron up on Mitchell in the fourth quarter 38-26. And Spearfish trails St. Thomas More 16-8. No score update from Sturgis Brown against Hill City. As for the girls tonight, O'Gorman defeats Yankton 76-38. Sioux Falls Washington 71-11 over Sioux Falls Lincoln. Mitchell defeats Huron 56-37. Sturgis Brown falls to Hill City 47-36. And Spearfish loses to St. Thomas More 50-40. Aberdeen Central over Pierre 57-36. Looking across the river here in the southeast corner of South Dakota, northeast corner of Nebraska, some area games for them as well. Starting on the girls' side, Bloomfield defeats Wausau 57-15. Cedar Catholic over Ponca 40-37. Huntington Newcastle falls to Plainview in the girls' game 57-29. And Wynot defeats Randolph 62-15. As for the boys' side of things, Cedar Catholic currently leads Ponca in the fourth quarter 40-32. That's at Ponca. Plainview defeats Huntington Newcastle 74-59. Wynot leads Randolph in the fourth quarter at the last update 45-26. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. We're going to go to break again, come back in a couple minutes. Hopefully get a word with head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks. Back after this break here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYN-TV. Your post-game report, courtesy of the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. It's time for your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland at State Farm Insurance. We welcome in head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks. It ends up a 44-42 loss here to O'Gorman tonight. A very, very competitive game. I don't think any quarter was separated by more than 3 points difference between the two teams tonight. Just give your initial thoughts coming off the sideline.
Yeah, I got off to a bad start. Spot them 7-0. They all count, right? And so that was disappointing. Thought our guys were going to be a little bit more ready to go than that. But got right back in the game and close at halftime. Then they made a couple shots there late in the game to get a little bit of a lead and separation. Guys battled back. We had our opportunities. We had our chances. And, got to give O'Gorman credit for making a couple more plays than we did.
I know we're playing basketball and not horseshoes out here, but there's a play late that I want to bring up because it was a heck of an effort from your team. There's an offensive rebound, and Owen Eisens is fighting for it, kicks it out to the left corner. Becker Eichen stays patient, hits the three to bring you guys close. Unfortunately not close enough in the end, but just that play I think kind of describes how your team was able to battle back even after a slow start, giving up that 7-0 run out of the gate.
Yeah, like we told them in the locker room, O'Gorman's a good team, and we played a lot of good teams really close and given our opportunities, and we're halfway through the season now. I firmly believe our basketball is still ahead of us. I think we're getting some things figured out in the defensive end, doing a better job of rebounding. We out-rebounded them tonight, according to our stats. I haven't seen the official stats, but according to what our managers had. And, I just don't think we've played as up to our capabilities on the offensive end yet. And we're getting opportunities, we're getting chances, and I think it's sooner or later we're going to start playing at a better clip on that end. And, hopefully that'll get us over the edge, and we'll be able to win some of these games.
Next up for you guys is back at home on Friday. You got a lot of home games here early on in the season, but Brandon Valley is coming to town. Traditionally, usually a tough opponent in the Lynx. So what are you expecting on Friday with them?
Yeah, obviously defending champs. It all starts with the big kid inside, the Dowd kid, who was a staple for him last year on their state championship team. He's just a load inside. He's 6'5" and strong and knows how to finish, knows how to use his body. He has good touch in there. So that's problem number one. They got an athlete that transferred in from Omaha, 6'5", really good player, and he can do some things, obviously. They have really good experienced guards with the Knutson twins that are just solid and smart players, and younger Delaney that's good. So all the way around, they're a good basketball team. Coach Nelson always does a good job. They're going to be physical. They're going to defend. They're going to rebound. They're going to be tough. We're going to have to be able to match that.
Coach, thanks for taking time to come up and talk here for our post-game report. Good luck to you on Friday. We'll be back here for that one at home.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
It's head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks here on KYNT and KYN TV. Yankton falls in this one 44-42. As we look to wrap up our post-game report here, we do have one more thing to do. Go through your post-game highlights courtesy of At the Bar. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton. Got 3 post-game highlights for you today on your Vision Care Associates replay. The first of which came early on in this one. Miles Drotzman going up for the offensive rebound. He's got 5 blue jerseys on him. Everybody on the O'Gorman Knights team is defending him, and he still gets the shot to fall. Tough shot there. Here later on, this is in the second half of play. Eidsness in the corner, late in the shot clock, just puts up the runner and gets it to fall. And this was the play I was talking to Coach Haynes about in the postgame interview. Scramble for the ball. Eidsness somehow gets it, finds Beckreichen, pump fake, stay patient, hit the 3. That's with right around 20 seconds left in the game. Made it a 2-point game. Unfortunately, in the end, that's as close as Yankton would get in this one. 44-42, your final score here on KYNT and KYN TV. That's going to wrap us up here from the Summit Activities Center. I have been Brayden Butler. Thank you for joining us this evening for Yankton basketball on KYNT and KYN TV. Thanks to Tel Tanner coming up on site, running our scoreboard and camera this evening. Doing a great job as always. Thank you to Cash McDonald back at the Yankton studio, making sure everything was running properly on that end as well. And of course, thank you to our sponsors and you, the listener. Without you, this broadcast is not possible. Yankton falls to O'Gorman, both ends of the doubleheader. 76-38 in the girls' game, 44-42 in the boys' game. We'll be back on Thursday on the road at Huron for a single game for the Gazelles, and then we're back Friday night right here at the Summit Activities Center, a doubleheader between Yankton and Brandon Valley. Until we come back live here on KYNT and KYN TV, thank you again for supporting us and supporting the Bucks and Gazelles and everything they do. Until next time, stay safe, be good people, and have a great night, everybody. We'll talk at you later.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe to the KYN TV YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you never miss the action. You can also find KYNT on Facebook, X, Instagram, and online. Remember, KYNT is your home for Yankton